Hello students, welcome to Vedantu NEET English. I am Ms. Gopika, your own biology master teacher. I hope I am audible, visible and you are ready for our NCERT line by line first class of mine. Right, we are going to do the first class here. So I hope all of you are excited. If you are excited, you have to put fire emojis in the chat box and directly we will get into the class. Before that, please let me know if we are live. I think we are live, right? Yes. How is the energy going? Because I am super duper excited for NCERT line by line. This is a series that will actually help students who find NCERT very boring to read, right? A lot of the students don't like reading. Like, it's normal. It's normal that many students don't like reading. But you know that NCERT is the, that one medicine, one magic medicine that can get you full marks or maximum marks in your NEET examination. So we should prioritize NCERT so much. That's why we are doing NCERT line by line to help all of you read, decode every word of NCERT. So are you all excited? Let me just see the attendance as well. 1 second. Awesome, awesome. Very nice, very nice. I want everyone to have the same energy till the end of the class, because understand that every word of NCERT is important to understand, because you understand that NCERT is like a mysterious book sometimes, okay, especially in biology, because it's a very scoring subject. You might not read it well, and because of which if an assertion and reason comes, you might go wrong, okay. So yes, all of you, okay, awesome. Yes, let's directly dive into the class. So students, biological classification, we get usually 2 to 3 questions, even it can go up to 4, okay, 2 to 3 questions, even up to 4 questions. That means you can expect a maximum of 12 marks from this chapter, okay, 12 marks from this chapter. So we are going to learn about biological classification. So what does NCERT say? Since the dawn of civilization, okay, since the dawn of civilization. Dawn of civilization means since the start of civilization, people have understood that, okay, even though this many animals are there, we need to start classifying them. That was the first ever thought process that they had, that since the start of civilization, people started understanding that letting the organism just having or telling that, okay, there is the flora and fauna, it's not enough. We need to classify them. Maybe we have to put them into, depending on their same characters, morphological characters, we have to put them, okay. And I hope all of you know that this is the foundation for your biology and your botany, so it's very, very important, okay. So since the start, what is this word, students? You might think that, when you start reading NCERT's introduction, you might have a feeling that Shakespeare wrote it, because some words are like that. So since the start of civilization, there have been many attempts to classify living organisms. And the first ever thought process of people was that, let's do one thing, let's classify organism based on if they're useful to us or not. Simple, no? If they are useful to you, you will classify them as, okay, they are giving me food, let me put them into that. They are giving me shelter, let me put them into that. They are giving me clothing, any kind of materials for clothing, I will categorize them like that. But you tell me, is it right to do that? Just because they are used, okay, let's say because of their use they have been classified, okay, because of their use they have been classified. And what kind of use? Depending on if they are going to give me food, okay, if they are going to give me food, if they are going to give me shelter, any materials to provide shelter, if they are going to give anything based on clothing. This was the main attempt that they did for classification. Now look here, it was done instinctively, not using any criteria that were scientific, but born out of the need to use organism for our own benefit. That means out of greed. We can tell, no, out of greed. You cannot see these lines, no students. See, out of greed we did a classification which was not at all scientific, okay. So you can never say that classification that was done based on food, clothing or say your shelter was a scientific classification. So the question will come, which was the first ever scientific classification? So we will decode that as well, but please try to understand, okay. Awesome. I hope all of you marked your attendance as well, okay. All of you marked your attendance as well. 1 second. Where is the live? Okay, so yes. Okay, now look here, need to use the organism for our own use. Okay, for our own use. For food, shelter and clothing. This is the main thing. Okay, food, shelter and clothing. Aristotle was the earliest to attempt a more scientific base of classification. So the question can come, what or who was the first person to do a first scientific calculation? Your answer should be simply Aristotle. Your answer should be simply Aristotle. Aristotle was the first scientist to ever do a scientific scientific classification. Why? See, he used simple morphological characters. Students, this is very, very important, because I'll tell you why. Assertion reason can come asking what, like, depending on which scientist is doing what kind of classification. Was it morphological? Was it anatomical? Was there any similarities? All these kinds of question keeps coming. Okay, so he used simple morphological characters to classify plants into trees, shrubs and herbs. Very, very important. So what did Aristotle do? He basically classified plants too. Okay, he took plants and what did he do? He classified them into three things. Very simple, depending on the morphological characters. Okay, you are very short, you are a herb. You are a little more, you are in the medium size, you are a shrub. You are taller, you are a tree. Got it? So based on that, he classified them into trees, shrubs, okay, and herbs. This was the first ever scientific calculation. Now, and divided, very, very important, and divided animals into two groups, those which had red blood cells and those who did not have red blood cells. Okay, very good, Dinesh. So what did he do? He classified plants, both plants and animals he classified, but he classified plants on simple morphological characters. You're tall, you become a tree. You're in medium size, you're a shrub, then you become a herb. Now, how did he classify animals? Very, very important. He classified animals based on the presence and absence of RBC. Okay, please don't write RCB. RBC. RBC, what did they write? Enema. Okay. The ones that had RBC, okay, the ones that had RBC was called as enema, okay, enema, and the ones who did not have is called as A. Students, you can pronounce it enema, A, so who did not have RBC, okay, enema and enema, okay, enema and enema. So the ones that had RBC was E, okay, E, and the ones who did not have, absent for A for enema, okay, enema and enema. Clear or not? So the question can come to all of you, which was the first ever scientific classification? What will you tell? Answers in the chat box, please. Which was the first ever scientific classification? I don't know why calculation is coming in my head. Quickly, let me know in the chats. Quickly, yes. I know. For me, classification and calculation is going confusion. For you, RCB and RBC is going. Very good. Aristotle was the first person to do the first ever scientific classification. Okay, scientific classification. Now, look here. Linnaeus, okay, Carl Linnaeus, he did a two-kingdom classification. Now, from this, what do you understand? Aristotle's was not a kingdom classification. Yes, it was the first scientific classification, but it was not the first kingdom classification. Okay, first kingdom classification. So, a two-kingdom system of classification, which was Plantae and Animalia. If you look into Aristotle's also, it was simple, plants and animals. Plants were based on their morphological characters, animals were based on presence and absence of RBC, okay, RBC. Now, kingdom classification was developed that included all the plants and animals respectively. This was the two kingdom classification where he told it, wait, I have included all the plants and animals. Let's see what is it. This system did not, very, very important, this system did not distinguish between the eukaryotes and the prokaryotes. Students, come on, tell me, how can a classification not have eukaryotes and prokaryotes? The one which has true nuclear membrane, or the one which has a true cell, let's say true cell, and the other one. One is a very primitive cell, another one is a little more complex cell. At the same time goes the nuclear membrane. How can we not classify them? Right? How can we not classify them? Okay, so yes, unicellular and multicellular. I want the chats to be moving. I want you people to keep answering as I am asking questions, or as you know some topic, keep answering. Okay, don't stop. We have to bring the Josh back of the class. Yes or no? NCERT line by line is very, very important. Some might be thinking that a biological classification is such a simple chapter and all that, but when a assertion reason come, they will be seeing entire galaxy that I taught you in evolution. No, they'll be seeing that. So it's very important. So all of you focus here. So he did a big mistake. He told, okay, I included all the plants and animals, but I did not include prokaryotes and eukaryotes. I did not include unicellular, multicellular. I did not include photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic, right? Yes, very good, Rani. Yes, Grace, awesome. He did not do this. Now, how do you expect a classification to be successful? Multicellular, photosynthetic, that is green algae, and non-photosynthetic, that is your fungi. Okay. Classification of organism into plants and animals was easily done and was easy to understand. But a large number of organisms did not fall into neither of the categories. Okay, they were not able to put them anywhere. Some of them were very problematic, especially your fungi, because they did not have the cellulose. They had chitin. Now, where do I put fungi? Okay, where do I put my insectivorous? Where do I put your cuscuta? So many problems have kept coming that many organisms did not belong anywhere itself. Now, look here. A large number of organisms did not fall into neither category. Hence, the two kingdom classification used for a long time was found inadequate. Okay, inadequate. But understand that more than Aristotle, Carl Linnaeus got little more respect. Okay, because why? It was a kingdom classification. Aristotle's was not kingdom classification. Aristotle's classification was like, okay, let me put my RNA and DNA students separately. No, now I don't know their names. I don't know if they're attending YouTube. I don't know if they're doing paid batch. I just do just a classification. I just separated randomly like this. That is there. Okay, a classification ma'am has done, but is it relevant is a question. So two kingdom classification was a little more accepted. Okay, besides gross morphology, very, very important, besides gross morphology, a need was also felt for including other characteristics like what, students? Cell structure. Yes, ma'am, you have to include, yes or no, cell structure. You have to include the cell structure, because when you do gross morphology, the problem is that maybe two of them are very different. Okay, in morphology wise, they're very different, but anatomy wise, they might be very, very close. They might also belong to the same class. They might belong to the same kingdom. Who knows? So you have to see the cell structure. You have to see the nature of wall. Okay, you have to see the mode of nutrition. Are they heterotrophic? Are they able to make their own food? Autotrophic? Just because I am telling algae, just because I am telling Spirogyra, just because I am telling Chlamydomonas. Now, does not mean that, okay, all of them should fit into the same thing, no? Some might go to Protista, some might go to plant kingdom. So, that kind of classification is necessary. Habitat, methods of reproduction, evolutionary relationship. If they had any relationship with their ancestors, or they did not talk to them, that also we have to see, right? If they have a connection, then it's good. Okay, very family oriented people, so we should give them respect. Okay, evolutionary relationship also is important. Classification systems for living organism has hence undergone several changes. So students, the main reason why two kingdom classification was a big fail, okay, big fail, is because he did not do this. Okay, he did not distinguish unicellular and multicellular. Okay, and multicellular. He did not distinguish prokaryotes with eukaryotes. Okay, eukaryotes. He did not distinguish photosynthetic and, oh no, what happened? 1 second, students. I think I clicked on something. Give me a minute. Yes, exactly. Okay. 1 second. Stay there only.
What have you clicked? अच्छा streaming है क्या?
Yeah, streaming.
You are live?
Yeah.
Hi guys.
So today also Mithun sir is here, okay? In Baswa sir's class also he was there. So he's going to become a very soon part of Vedantu NEET English because board does not
Part of Vedantu NEET English. Yeah, what is this?
very soon a part of Vedantu NEET English because every time board is giving trouble. Okay, they want to see. Okay. Yes. Ready? Okay. Students' voice is audible. No problem, no? Chalo. Okay. So what happened? The main issue was this photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic. Okay. Non-photosynthetic. These were all the issues. Now they told that if you have to do, okay, if you have to do any kind of characteristics, you have to see the cell structure, you have to see the mode, you have to see many things. Okay, many things. Okay, chalo, next paragraph. Now, organism. Classification of organisms into plants and animals was easily done and was easy to understand, as I told you. Now look here, same thing. Classification systems for the living organism have hence undergone several changes. Even you have undergone several changes. School time also you are the same and now also you are the same. No, when you go to college you will become different. You will get, you will try to look more presentable. You will start wearing matching dresses. You will start wearing all brands and everything. Everyone goes through changes. Even classification went through a lot of changes. Now you don't have to study about Ernest Haeckel. I have taught you before. Copeland, all that you don't have to study. Main thing you have to study is R.H. Whittaker. Okay, he is the god that you have to follow in this chapter. So several changes over the time. Though plants and animal kingdoms have been a constant under all different systems, the understanding of what groups, organisms be included under these kingdoms have been changing. So this statement is actually a mix of English plus Manglish plus, okay, passive plus active. If you read these two statements, you will go fully confused. So nothing important as such is there. The number and nature of other kingdoms also have been understood. What they're trying to say is that students, lot of changes have been happening over time. That is what they're trying to say, okay? But they put it in active passive and they've put lot of kingdom. It has gotten confusing, okay? Yes, okay. Now, students, even though here they have not mentioned, the next paragraph is going to mention about R.H. Whittaker, right? All of you know the classifications by now. You have studied, you only have to study about Carl Linnaeus, but what you have to study about Carl Linnaeus is about his mistakes. You don't have to study about what good he did into the society. You have to learn about what mistake did this fellow do. Because of all the mistakes he did, I have to study 5 kingdom classification. That is what you have to learn. Okay? Understood? Awesome. So, R.H. Whittaker's classification was only in one box. So, you people should be thankful to R.H. Whittaker because he gave you only one box to study. If it was any other person, they would have given you 5 paragraphs to study. Right? So, look here. You know, in your class also there will be one student, no? Even if ma'am asks or not, they will be like, ma'am, homework, you had given homework yesterday. Ma'am, you had told us to cut our nails and come. So that kind of a person. That kind of a person is your fungi. He is not going along with anyone. So R.H. Whittaker was like, let me give him a classroom by itself or let me give him a kingdom by itself. That is what has happened. Look here. First thing that he took was very important. 5 things he took. Cell type. Okay. He took cell type, cell wall, nuclear membrane, body organization and mode of nutrition. These are the 5 main things. Okay, these are the 5 main things he did. Okay, yeah, this is what, learn from mistake, exactly, NEET catalyst. So then he classified into 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia. But all of you know, if you have seen my before biological classification, you know that I have told you who gave what. It's not R.H. Whittaker who gave everything. Protista was already given, Monera was already given. R.H. Whittaker did one thing, was putting fungi into a completely different kingdom, because many people are having problems with that. Okay, chalo, look here, Monera is prokaryotic. The only person who is primitive, okay, is your Monera, prokaryotic. Okay, Protista, fungi, eukaryote, Plantae, eukaryote, Animalia, eukaryote. Students, this box, how many ever times I tell you, this box is very, 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 very important. Okay, hello, hello, I can see some of my students here. Hello, great. Okay, great. You people did not bring other people. Okay, where is my other students? DNA students promised me to come here, they did not come. Very upsetting, very upsetting. Okay, no, this people, no words. Okay, chalo, now look here, prokaryotes, eukaryotes, eukaryotes, eukaryotes. Only thing you have to remember is Monera is prokaryote, rest everything is eukaryote. Cell wall, non-cellulosic. Okay, non-cellulosic, that means it's not made up of cellulose, it is made up of polysaccharide plus amino acid, or in other words I will say peptidoglycan. Okay, peptidoglycan. You can remember this, or you can remember polysaccharide plus amino acid, or simple words you can remember amino sugars. Okay, you can remember amino sugars. Now, Protista present in some, fungi, see, that means what are they telling? Present in some, cellulose. They're telling in Protista some people have cellulose, some people don't have. Let's just be like, okay, some have it, some do not have it. Now fungi is the problem, he has chitin. He does not have cellulose, he has chitin. This is the main problem when other scientist was doing classification. Okay, chitin. Now Plantae, obviously students, cellulose animals, cell wall is completely absent. So two characteristics we studied. One was cell type, prokaryotes, U. Okay, and next one is cell wall, non-cellulosic, that means you can tell peptidoglycan, you can tell amino sugars, or you can tell polysaccharide plus amino sugars. Polysaccharide plus amino sugars. Got it? Plant kingdom, I think sir has started, no? Plant kingdom, dear. Okay. Yes, all of you, those who joined right now, mark your attendance, and Rasna, go bring other DNA students, go, do your job. Okay. So, Protista present in some, fungi, chitin is present, Plantae, cellulose is present, animals absent. Okay. Now, nuclear membrane. Students, obviously, this is prokaryote, means nuclear membrane will be absent only, no? Nuclear membrane is absent, other places it is all present. Don't take tension about these two, okay? It's very, very easy. Now, body organization, like if they are cellular, if they are tissue level, what are they? Okay, are they cellular level, are they tissue level? We have to understand. So, important here, body organization, they are cellular, here, multicellular, loose tissue, got it? That means they have got a little more modified, that means cells have come together, they have formed tissues, and they have not, maybe not that complex to become an organ, but they are loose tissues. Okay, loose tissues, got it? Multicellular loose tissues, and then Plantae is tissue and organ, that is, even they could have been a set of tissues, or they have modified themselves to become organ. Obviously here also we have tissue level, organ level, and organ system. This you will study in your animal kingdom. Okay, animal kingdom, this is what you will study, which are tissue level, which are organ level, which are organ system level. Okay, animal kingdom you will study about this. Clear? Yes? Oh, okay, got it. Okay, next one. See, mode of nutrition. What is, are they going to do their own food, or are they going to depend on another person for food? So, I had a very funny incident, okay. So, when I was teaching in my first ever offline center, there even kids were there, okay. They're like 7th, 8th, 9th, okay, all those kids were there. One student I asked, tell me the difference between heterotrophic and autotrophic. So, I told, okay, autotrophic is they make their own food, heterotrophic is what? He told me, she told me, ma'am, they depend on other people for food. Okay, I told, okay, give me an example. She's telling, ma'am, myself. I was like, okay, I understand. Then tell me another example. Ma'am, my brother. Ma'am, my father. I was like, okay, wait, which organism are you depending for food? Like, ma'am, my mother. If my mother don't cook, then we don't eat. that's when I realized, okay, heterotrophic has a definition like this. I think I've told it before also. Okay, before also I've told this example that heterotrophic means you depend on another person for food. So the other person is your mother who goes to the kitchen and makes food. She literally had that thought process for the longest time. Okay, longest time. She was like, hey, my mother is, because my mother is cooking, I am a heterotrophic organism, but plant is an autotroph. Okay, plant is an autotroph. Then it took me so much time to make her understand that it is not like that. Okay, it's not your mother. For your mother also, food should come from the grocery store, from the supermarket, right? She's like, no ma'am, but mom is only cooking. No, we are not eating it raw. I think I took 1 hour arguing with her. At the end, I just wanted to sit and cry. But whatsoever, students, so such things happen to teachers, okay? Such beautiful encounters of life. So mode of nutrition, it is autotrophic. Now, this is very, very important. Okay, this is very, very important. Look here. Autotrophic, under autotrophic, 2 types are there in Monera. What is it? Chemosynthetic and photosynthetic. All of you know photo means light is used. Okay, light is used. Exactly. You know, tag a person whose dimag is between their joints. Okay, have you seen that? Reels. I did a X-ray scan of my sister and I was devastated, and then they show that between the joints the brain is sitting, on top of kidney brain is sitting, so you should tag that person, okay? Yeah. You people are little. See, look at them. Okay, so here chemosynthetic means what? Chemicals. Using some chemicals, if I am able to make food, that will be called as chemosynthetic. But it's coming under autotrophic. Okay, don't confuse it. Under autotrophs, 2 types are there, chemosynthetic and photosynthetic. Photosynthetic means with the help of light, I make my own food. Chemosynthetic means I'm taking some chemicals, making my own food. Got it? Got it? Chalo. Okay. Now, heterotrophic. Students, under heterotrophic, you have saprophytic and parasitic. Sapro means I feed on dead and decayed. Parasitic means I stay into someone's person and I will be like, hey, you do job, I will eat and be aram se. Okay, so I will spoil your health, but I will take care of myself. Okay, I am very not at all selfish kind of a person. That is your parasitic relationship. Now, next is Protista. Autotrophic, obviously photosynthetic and heterotrophic, that's all. So here what you have to remember, very, very important thing about Monera is chemosynthesis. Okay, chemosynthesis. Chemosynthesis. Got it? Chemosynthetic. That means they can do chemicals. Okay, they can do chemicals. Okay, you people are self-roasting, very nice. Now, heterotrophic, obviously saprophytic and parasitic, because fungi, all of you know, it is heterotrophic and they are saprophytic and parasitic. Plantae, photosynthesis, they make their own food. Okay, they make their own food. Now, Animalia, heterotrophic, holozoic, saprophytic. Holozoic means the way we take food, right? We take in food, we digest it and we consume it, right? That is called as holozoic. That means we take up the nutrients from that system. Okay, we take up the nutrients from that system, holozoic, and from your mouth, your entire digestive system. Okay, holozoic, saprophytic. Is this box clear to all of you? Is this box clear to all of you? Yes or no? Chalo, okay, fine. Box is clear? Okay, now look here. Here they are talking about R.H. Whittaker. Okay, till that they were not talking about him. R.H. Whittaker in 1969. Okay, 1969. Okay, proposed a 5-kingdom classification. The kingdom defined by him were named as Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. Okay. Now, the main criteria, very, very important, the main criteria for his classification include cell structure. Okay, that was the thing, no? Yes, cell structure, body organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and phylogenetic relationships. Students, to be frank, among all the zoologists, biologists, botanists, everyone who came, this R.H. Whittaker's, kingdom classification became a big hit. Why? Because he went into evolutionary history. Now you tell me, if I go back into your past, or if I go back into your ancestors, your forefathers and all of that, I get a history of your family. How your family was, how did they live, were they financially good, did they fall into any, kingdom, empire, whatsoever example I'm telling. That means your root is clear. right? Your route is clear. So same way, R.H. Whittaker's classification did not go wrong and was accepted by all of them because he went into the phylogenetic classification. If you go into the evolution, if you go back to the ancestors, you see if they are homologous, analogous, like that, same origin, different origin, convergent, divergent, you cannot go wrong, right? So this is a very important point, and students, sometimes assertion reason can come with this, why, like, you know, about the phylogenetic characters. Clear or not? Yes, very good, very good. Keep answering, keep answering. Okay, yes. Plant is obviously autotrophic, dear. Autotrophic. Okay, now your insectivorous and all are little exceptions, but otherwise, majority, 99% is autotrophic. Got it, Meena? Now, the 3-domain system. Students, after R.H. Whittaker, who came? Can anyone tell me? I had taught you 6 kingdom classification. If any student is there who remembers, please tell me in the chat box. Some Woos, right? Carl Woos. Okay, Carl Woos was the person, I'm writing it here. Carl Woos was the person who came up with the 3-domain system. He was like, wait. Let's before 3-domain, he told 6 kingdom classification. Okay, 6 kingdom classification. Look here, the 3-domain system has been proposed that divides the kingdom Monera into 2 domains, Archaebacteria and Eubacteria, which right now falls into Monera. When I study Monera, okay, when it comes there, I study Archaebacteria, Eubacteria. I do not classify it separately, I do not put it into domains. But what did Carl Woolf do? Okay, Carl Woolf was like, wait, I will divide it into 6 kingdom or 3 domains, Archaebacteria, Eubacteria and your eukaryotic. Under eukaryotic, the rest of them will come. Okay, rest of them will come. Now, you don't have to like break your head for that. It is a very simple concept. Okay, I think most of you know. Okay, 3 domains he did, student. The 3 domains were this. 3 domains were this. He made it into okay, Archaebacteria, one thing, Eubacteria, and eukaryotes. That means prokaryotes he divided into 2 domains by itself. So under your Archaebacteria would come. Okay, all your Archaebacteria would come. Under Eubacteria, again, Eubacteria itself, true bacteria, all the true bacteria would come. Under eukaryotic, what do you think came? Under eukaryotic, what do you think came? Obviously, whatever was left, right? What is left from your Protista? If I continue, Protista, okay, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. Okay, Plantae and Animalia. Got it? This was the thing. So now you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 kingdom classification. So it was called 6 kingdom classification, 3 domain classification. You can tell in one way, 3 domain classification or 6 kingdom classification. Clear to all of you? Chalo. Now, leaving the remaining eukaryotic kingdom in the 3 domain and thereby a 6 kingdom classification, you will learn about this in your higher classes. NCERT is telling you will learn it in higher classes. Then why are you learning it now? Go study in your higher classes. Okay? We should respect NCERT. Chalo. Now, look here, students. If you're bored of reading NCERT, you know, this is the best way to do it. If you're like, ma'am, I cannot read it by myself. I've heard a lot of students telling this, ma'am, I cannot read it by myself. Then you have to read it with me, okay? So for that, you have to attend class. Yes, and mark your attendance. All of you mark your attendance. I want to see more likes on the video and I want to see all of your comments. Then only other students also will get motivated to open the video and watch the video, okay? So you can influence a lot of other students. Got it? Yes. See, a lot of my DNA students are here, a lot of my RNA regular students are here. This is the dedication I want from everyone. Otherwise, next year sitting and worrying about today, okay? You have, wow. Ma'am, we won't study, we will just sit and read with you. Okay, now let us look at this 5 kingdom classification to understand the issues and consideration that influence the classification system. So the main chapter's goal is to find the faults in everyone's classification. Look here, earlier classification included bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi, mosses, ferns, gymnosperms and angiosperms under plants. Whom and all they included? Bacteria. blue-green algae, fungi, mosses, ferns, gymnosperm, angiosperm. Fungi also was under plants. When they did the Plantae and Animalia, you know, your Carl Linnaeus classification, all these people were under plants. Okay. Now, the character that unified this whole kingdom was that all organisms included had a cell wall in their cell. Students, an assertion reason can come out of this, or a statement based question can come out of it. What was the common characteristics for Carl Linnaeus to put everything, okay, all these people under the plant kingdom? Simple thing, that they had cell wall. Okay, they had cell wall in their cells. Fungi also had cell wall, but it was made up of chitin. Protista also had cell wall. Many of the protistans also had cell wall. Some were cellulose, some were not. Okay, some were peptido. Bacteria had peptidoglycan. Okay, they had, again, you will study pseudomurin, murin, all these people they had. But Carl Linnaeus was like, wait a minute, these people all have cell wall. I will put them into one classification. So that is how it came as plant and animalia. Okay, now this placed together groups which widely differed in characteristics. Yes or no? Yes or no? Widely differed in characteristics, and it brought together the prokaryotic bacteria and the blue-green algae, that is your cyanobacteria, with other groups which were eukaryotes. So they are telling that this brought about prokaryotes and eukaryotes into one place itself. In one simple place they brought them. Okay. Now, with other groups which were eukaryotes, it also grouped together the unicellular organisms and the multicellular organisms. So whatever error, you know, whatever error they are talking about, no, that he did not separate this, that same thing only they are telling here. Same statement they are telling what made R.H. Whittaker's classification so special. The classification became special, or the classification rectified issues that Carl Linnaeus could not rectify. Got it? That's all the statement is talking about. Now, for example, let's hear, very important, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra were placed together under algae. The classification did not differentiate between heterotrophic characteristics. Okay, here, where did I write, students? Yeah, heterotrophic characteristics. So, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra were put together, but they did not classify if they were heterotrophic, autotrophic, who is doing heterotrophic, autotrophic, okay, and who is the one who should go to Protista and who is the one who should go to the plant kingdom. This was one big error, okay, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Got it? Like that, few exceptions are there, students. Now, characteristics were considered. The fungi were placed into a separate kingdom called as kingdom fungi. All prokaryotic organisms were grouped together under kingdom Monera. This was also one big problem, that all prokaryotic organisms were grouped into kingdom Monera and unicellular eukaryotic organisms were placed under kingdom Protista. Now what happened? No, it's a very simple thing. Before, when Ernest Haeckel was doing, okay, Copeland was doing, they were like, let's do one simple strategy. Let's put all of the unicellular eukaryotes into Protista. Let's put all the prokaryotes into Monera. Let's put other things somewhere. Okay, let's put other things somewhere. Okay, doesn't matter. So they started doing this, but then as and when things started changing, people are like, wait, blue-green algae I want to study under your fungi. I mean your Plantae. Okay, some of them we will study under Protista. This became a small issue. Okay, this became a small issue. So look here, kingdom Protista has brought together Chlamydomonas, chlorella, okay, earlier, which was placed in algae within plants, and both having cell wall. So this was the problem, that some people which were supposed to belong to the plant kingdom because they are autotrophic came into whom? All of you tell me in the charts. Some of them who were autotrophic had to go where? To the plant kingdom. But now where were they? Now where were they put into? On the basis of unicellular eukaryotes. All of you in the chat box, tell me quickly. I think there's a delay, so you have to wait for me to see the messages. Fast in the chats. Where were they? Yes. Which classification are they put into right now? No. Where were all unicellular eukaryotes put into? Protista. Right. So most of them were put into Protista, which was supposed to be studied under Plantae because they are autotrophic. They had the chlorophyll. Yes, very good, Madan. That was the thing. Okay, that was the thing. So, earlier placed in algae within plants and both having cell walls. With paramecium and amoeba, which were earlier placed in the animal kingdom, which lacked cell wall. So in this they are talking about Carl Linnaeus. So this paragraph is only little here and there, because why, I'll tell you, they are actually taking from the past, they are bringing it to the present, again from the present they are going to the past. Little here and there you might feel the difficulty, but don't worry, you only have to remember this. Chlamydomonas and chlorella was put together, but chlorella was before studied under algae, under plant kingdom. It was like, it was making sense because they are autotrophic and they have the pigment, they were studying that. But because the classification was based on unicellular eukaryotes, everything was taken and put here into Protista. That's all. Okay. And here again same thing, paramecium and amoeba was put into animals because of the ability to do locomotion. Okay, because they were like, you can locomote, so you are an animal. Obviously, we study locomotion and movement, no? Who will disagree to that? You can move. You are moving with flagella, you are moving with pseudopodia, you are moving with cilia, is not my thing. But you are moving, so I will put you into animal kingdom. This was Carl Linnaeus' Animalia classification. It has put together organisms which in earlier classification were placed into different kingdoms. This happened because the criteria for classification changed. Okay, criteria for classification changed. This kind of changes will take place in future to depending on the improvement. That means they are telling that now also. Okay. Yes, so that was the thing. Okay, chlorella, see look here, chlorella earlier placed in algae within plants, both having cell wall. Okay, now we sometimes study it under Protista as well. Okay, that's all. A very small baby change it is. Okay, it's a very small baby change. Clear or not, all of you? Tell me in the chats, please. Okay. So unicellular was there. Your Chlamydomonas is a unicellular green algae. Your chlorella also is there, which is going under plants. So that was the small confusion, right? If you are putting everything, then you have to put everything there, or you have to separate them. Even though they are algae and we study algae under plant kingdom, why are we studying now under Protista was a argument raised by many other people. But now I think everything is sorted, because now also if any kind of improvement comes, any kind of changes come, we will again categorize it. Okay, that's what they are telling here. Depending on any changes in the characteristics and evolutionary relationship, we will still change the kingdom. Okay, we will still change the kingdom. Now over time, see, over time, an attempt has been made to evolve a classification system which reflects not only on the morphology, physiology and the reproductive similarities, but it is also about the phylogeny. So this is why I told you R.H. Whittaker's win-win was because of this. R.H. Whittaker's win-win was because of phylogenetic relationship. Got it, all of you? Chalo. It is based on the evolutionary relationship. In this chapter, we will study. Oh, students, we are going to get into the movie. We haven't got into the movie now. Only introduction has happened. Okay, slowly we have to get into the movie. So in this chapter, we will study characteristics of kingdom Monera, Protista, fungi of Whittaker system classification. The kingdom Plantae and Animalia, commonly referred to as plant and animal kingdom respectively, will be dealt separately. So don't ask me, ma'am, why aren't you teaching Plantae and Animalia, because that has plant kingdom and animal kingdom separately. Clear or not? So far good? Okay, so far good? Yes, phylogenetic relationship means evolutionary history. To go back into history and checking the roots of from where these people came. Ready for kingdom Monera, all of you in the chats? Okay, yes, some fire emojis in the chat. We have to build the energy, and also those who joined right now, mark your attendance as well. Mark your attendance as well. Quickly, yes, waiting for all of you to do it. We will start kingdom Monera and then faster. Yes, Madhumati, very good. Okay, yes, fine. Now look here, kingdom Monera. What is there in this kingdom Monera? Very simple, ma'am. The classification was simply done on one thing, that all the prokaryotes, okay, all the prokaryotes will be here in kingdom Monera. Okay, this was the first ever classification. All prokaryotes, no matter what you are, you will be falling under kingdom Monera. Okay, very good, awesome. Energy is very good. Now, bacteria are the sole members of the kingdom Monera. In this channel, who are the sole members? NEET aspirants, no? This channel runs because of NEET aspirants. This channel is made for the NEET aspirant, and this channel has a content for NEET aspirants. That means what? The sole members of this channel is NEET aspirants. Got it? Same way, bacteria is the main member of the kingdom Monera. So, bacteria are the sole members of kingdom Monera. They are most abundant microorganism. Students, most abundant microorganism. That means wherever you touch, whatever you do, bacteria will always be with you, and some of them are harmful, most of them are not very harmful, okay, because we live with that every day. Wherever we touch, whatever we do, we'll always have bacteria. If you have seen that Dettol advertisement, you'll see, 99.9% will die and the 2 germs will be standing and dancing like this, okay, that is the thing. Now, bacteria occur almost everywhere. Hundreds of bacteria are present in a handful of soil, okay, handful of soil. Hi Priya. Yes, exactly. So, they also live in extreme habitats. Students, this is very, very important, okay. What is the cell wall made up of? Kingdom Monera, all of you tell me in the chat box. We just did it. Kingdom Monera, cell wall. Cell wall is made up of what? You have to be quick. You have to be quick. Can you see blue? Yes, you can all see blue. Yes, present everywhere, right? Present everywhere. Tell me quickly, what is it made up of? Okay, what is it made up of? Chats should keep moving. What is it made up of? Who is telling first? Let me see. I think there is a lag, so I'm waiting. Okay, students who watch it later, we shouldn't be like, why is this ma'am staring into vicinity? Yes, amino sugars. Very good, Madan. Very good, Madhumati. Dinesh. Okay. Priya. Awesome. Okay. Oh, Jay. Dinesh. Very good. Very good. Okay. So, yes, it is cosmopolitan in nature. So, students, that is, it is made up of peptidoglycan, right? Peptidoglycan, or you call it your amino sugars, or you can tell polysaccharide plus amino acid, right? These are the things. Got it? These are the things. Okay, look here. Extreme habitats such as hot springs, deserts, snow, deep oceans, where very few organisms, very few life forms exist, no? Bacteria will be there. Bacteria is like, hey, I am here, okay? No matter wherever you go, I am here. No one is there, it's okay, I am here, okay? So, this is the attitude that you should have. No matter your friend is attending the class or not, you should be in the class. Got it? So, many of them live in or any other organisms as parasite, okay? Many of them live on another organisms as parasite. Bacteria are grouped under 4 categories based on their shape. Depending on what is their shape, they are categorized into 4 categories. What are the 4 categories? You have cocci. This is what, students? Very simple, no? Spherical in shape. Spherical in shape. Cocci. Okay, cocci, spherical in shape. Then bacilli, it looks like a spoon. Don't write spoon shaped, it is rod shaped. Okay, rod shaped. You would have heard about gram positive, gram negative. If you are going for your masters, you will be doing all this, gram positive, gram negative and all that. Okay, you will be staining it and you will be saying if it is rod shaped, if it is cocci, what shape it will be. Most of the time we do bacilli only, rod shaped bacteria. Okay, then spirilla, that is spiral in shape. Okay, spiral in shape. And then we have vibrio, which is comma shaped. Comma shaped. Okay, don't write that other comma. Okay, comma. Comma, okay, comma shape, that is this one. Got it? This one. So, we have 4 types of bacteria depending on the basis of shape. Cocci, spherical, bacilli, rod shape, spirula, spiral, vibrio, comma shape. This is all you have to know, okay? Categorized into 4 categories. That is, in the bacteria itself, we have divided them into 4 categories depending on the shape, okay? Is this clear? Same thing is given here, okay? Same thing is given here. Plural is given, singular is given, you can look at that. Though the bacterial structure is very simple, okay, they are very complex in behavior. Students, even though they are very, very simple structure, since they are able to survive in every extreme condition, their mechanism or the system in which they are working, their behavior is going to be very, very complex. Okay, so compared to many other organisms, bacteria as a group show the most extensive metabolic diversity. Okay, they are like, even though I am simple, I am complex. Okay, Java is easy but hard, like that. Okay, so it is most extensive metabolic diversity. Some of the bacteria are autotrophic, that is, they synthesize their own food. We know under autotrophs, two categories we studied. What are the two categories? Okay, two categories. Chemosynthetic, I think blue will not be visible to all of you. Chemosynthetic, okay, and photosynthetic. Chemosynthetic and photosynthetic. Yes or no? This is your thing. Okay, yes. What happened here? I did not see the message. Thank you. Okay, yes, photosynthetic and chemosynthetic. Now look here. Student, this is actually a botany chapter, right? All of you know that. From inorganic substance, they may be synthetic, they may be photosynthetic autotrophic or chemosynthetic autotrophic. Chemosynthetic autotroph means what? The ones that will form with the help of chemicals, right? They work with chemicals. With the help of chemicals, they make their own food. Okay? Make own food. Make own food. But photosynthetic means with the help of light. Okay, with the help of sunlight, they make their own food. This you have studied from your smaller classes, right? Smaller class. Even in sleep, I know every student will wake up and tell photosynthesis is the process of making food, right? Making its own food. So that you don't have to doubt. Now, the vast variety of bacteria are heterotrophs. That is, they depend on other organism or dead and organic matter. Not everyone are like, okay, I will take the chemicals, I'll make my own food, I'll take the sunlight, I'll make my own food. Who can do that, students? Or if you tell me in the chat box, who can make their own food? Who have the ability to become an autotroph? Tell me in the chats, all of you. In the chats, all of you. Who can become, okay, wait 1 second. Who has the ability to become an autotroph? Something should be there, no, for them to be autotroph. Not like, oh, today morning I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'll go stand in sun. So from tomorrow onwards, I'll start making my own food. I should have something, no? Otherwise, everyone would have started making their own food. Chlorophyll should be there, no? Chlorophyll pigment should be there. That is the most important thing. Other things are resourceful. Sunlight, water, other things are there. But chlorophyll should be present. If chlorophyll is not there, then how will they make their own food? So, some of them are autotrophic, but majority of them are heterotrophic. Got it, all of you? Clear? Done, done, done? Done, done, done? Okay, now Monera is divided into two categories. Okay, very good. Only Madan is answering in the class, other people are sleeping. Okay, all of them who are sleeping, stand up and raise your hands. Wherever you are standing, no, stand up and, wherever you are sitting, stand up and raise your hands. Only Madan is answering. Others are all sleeping. Chlorophyll to type 2 decades they are taking. Okay? Yes, Mohammed, we are going to come into that. Okay, we are going to come into that. So, Archaebacteria is the first ever category of your Monera. Archaebacteria. These bacteria are special. Students, very special. Okay? Since they live in some of the most harsh habitats. That is such as extreme salty condition. Whenever it is extremely salty, what will you call it? Halophiles. Okay? Halophiles. Remember, we have studied halogens. Okay? In periodic table, we have tried by hearting. No? Halophiles. Hot springs. Thermoacidophiles. Not only hot spring, students, when the pH is very acidic also, we will call it acidophiles. Okay? Thermoacidophiles. Okay, thermoacidophiles is when the temperature is high as well as acidity is also there, like say 1 to 6. Okay, acidity is there. 6 also is little more diluted, but 1 2 3 4 and all is highly acidic. No, in that condition also these people can survive. They will not get melted or anything will happen to them, right? So that's why they are called as thermoacidophiles. So under Archaebacteria you have 3 types. First is halophiles, that means they live in brine solution, that means extremely salty solution. Okay, extremely salty condition. And then hot springs, that is thermoacidophiles, and marshy areas called as methanogens. Okay, marshy areas called as methanogens. Now Archaebacteria differ from other bacteria in having a different cell wall structure, and this feature is responsible for their survival in extreme conditions. Since NCERT only told half and half, I have to tell you the full, that is they have something called as pseudomurin. What do they have, students? Pseudomurin. That is murin, see, murin, peptidoglycan, all these words you can keep using. Okay, yes, methanogens, very good. Okay, murin, peptidoglycan, you can use these words. Pseudomurin means what? False. Okay, false. Got it? Pseudomurin means false cell wall. So pseudomurin is the one that is helping these people to survive in extreme conditions. Okay, extreme conditions. Shall I ask you all a question? Shall I ask you all a question? All of you, keep your this one, like, you know, in Karopati we play, no, fastest fingers. Okay, you have to help. Phone a friend and all you cannot do. Okay, tell me, who was the person who did the first ever scientific classification? I just want to see how many of you were listening in the class. All of you, quickly keep your hands ready and tell me who did the first ever scientific classification. I think I have to check in my phone because their chats are slow. Okay, their chats are slow. Fast, okay, fastest finger will win. There's no leaderboard, but I will call out your name. That is your leaderboard. Okay, that is your leaderboard. Come on, students, I had given you a target. You should be able to achieve the target as well. Very good. Dinesh, Chaitanya, Madhumati and Philo. Okay, first 4 people. Leena also, first 5 people I have selected. Aristotle. Okay, Arpana became little late. Meghana became little late. Okay. My God. Okay. It's like petrified rock and all, one name. I have to read. Divya, okay. Yes. Some of you are a little late, but first 5 I have called out the name. Aristotle. Now, second thing. What was the biggest drawback of Aristotle's classification? What was the biggest drawback of Aristotle's classification? Quickly in the chats. Quickly in the chats. Okay. I think it's too long for you to tell, so let's change the question a little bit. Okay. Okay, what was Aristotle's classification was based on what? Aristotle's classification was based on what? Okay, only one word is there. One word is there, just tell that word. Let me see who is going to tell the word. Quickly, question round we are doing. Jaldi, jaldi. That is an easier question because that otherwise you have to type. Okay. Okay, Dinesh still typed it. Okay, others, tell me what was, on what basis did Aristotle do the first ever classification? That's all. Very good, Madan. Very good, Philo. Very good. Okay. No, guys, going wrong. Yes, I think some of you got confused, students. The food, shelter, clothing did not have any name, no scientist, nothing. It was just people doing it in their own marzi. Okay, you are giving me food, I will put you into food. You are giving me shelter, I'll put you into shelter. You are giving me clothing, I'll put you into clothing. That's all. Okay, that's all. So the main classification Aristotle did was simple morphological characteristics. Okay, okay, you are looking tall, so you become a tree. You are looking short, so I just classify them. Okay, simple morphology. Okay, next question to all of you. What was the biggest, okay, biggest plus point of R.H. Whittaker's classification? Okay, biggest plus point for R.H. Whittaker's classification. All of you in the chats. All of you in the chats. Okay, don't think about your food, clothing, shelter at all. Don't get it confused. It was how at the start of civilization, some of them just categorized it. Okay, some of them just categorized it. Okay. At the same time, students who are joining, quickly subscribe to the channel as well as like the video. Okay. Yes, tell me. Very good, Savita. Very good, very good. Okay. Yes. What is it? Yes, Jay, that was the one thing that he did. That means main thing, one of the kingdoms that he ever introduced was fungi kingdom. But Monera, Protista, all of this was already done by Ernest Haeckel had done, Copeland has done. Okay, very good. Others, who was it? Savita, Dinesh. One second. Savita, where did it go? Savita, Dinesh, Arpana, Philo, Madhumati, Divya, Mukunda Das and Meghana. Very good. Phylogenetic. Okay. Persis. Very good. Supriya. Phylogenetic relationship. I think yours got auto-corrected into polygenetic. It's phylogenetic relationship. Okay. Phylogenetic relationship was one of the biggest catch. Okay. Now, Carl Woese divided the kingdom into 3 domains. Which were the 3 domains? Just type the first 2 letters. Okay. Type the first 3 letters. First 3 letters. Like example. Let's say Eubacteria, just type this much, okay? Just type this much, because full if you type it will take time. Quickly tell me what were the 3 domains of Carl Woese classification. Quickly in the chats. Voice got cut? I think when I turn to the board it might get cut a little, okay? Quickly. Very good, Savita. Very good, Dinesh. Very good, Jay. Yes, awesome. Madan, Madhumati, good. Okay. Philo, Savita, Chaitanya, Megha. Very good, very good. Arpana, awesome. Okay. Yes, Praveen, please check your internet, dear. Amazing. Okay. Yes. That was RH. The Carl Woese classification was mainly based on Divya and good job. Okay, RK, Eubacteria and your eukaryotic, right? Eukaryotic. Okay, how many kingdoms did he do, students? How many kingdoms did he do it into? He classified the entire kingdoms into how many numbers? Numbers I want to know. Yes, very good, Mohammed. Very good, Mohammed. Awesome, Janani. Very nice, very nice. Okay, just tell me how many kingdoms did he do it into? 3 domains, yes, correct. Kingdoms, number of kingdoms. Okay, because RH should take us those 5 kingdom classification. Then why are we studying about Carl Woese? Okay, very good, Philo. 6 kingdom classification. Okay, 6 kingdom classification. Got it? Okay, done. Done. Let's go forward. I'll do a rapid fire at the end of the session. Now we'll come back to the class. So, Monera is divided into Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. In that, Archaebacteria is very, very special. Why, students? Because they can withstand in any kind of conditions, especially in extremely salty condition, which is called as halophiles, extremely acidic and heat condition, which is called as thermoacidophiles, extremely marshy areas, which is called as methanogens. Okay, methanogens. Archaebacteria differ from other bacteria because they have a different cell wall. So what is making them so special? They are getting so special because of the presence of pseudomurin or your false cell wall. Okay, pseudomurin or your false cell wall, which is having the ability to make them withstand in this harsh climatic conditions. Okay, and responsible for survival. Now, methanogens are present in the gut of several ruminant animals, which will help in forming gobar gas. All of you remember, I hope. Okay, again, microbes chapter will be doing. Students, all of you tell me in the comments today which chapter you want me to do NCERT line by line. Okay, next which chapter you want me to do NCERT line by line, because depending on what you people want, I will do. What I want, if I do, it's not useful. No, whatever you people want, I have to do. So let me know in the comments which next chapter you want as NCERT line by line. So students, several ruminant animals such as cows and buffaloes, and they are responsible for production of methane, that is your biogas or your gobar gas, from the dung of these animals. Okay, dung of these animals. So this you will be studying in microbes chapter. Okay, microbes chapter. So this methanogens help in release of methane, right? Methanogens release the methane, right? That is important. Okay, now, oh my god, Eubacteria, ma'am, it looks huge bacteria, no? So much huge it is there. Yes, you people are telling me all botany chapters. Tell some zoology chapters also, no? If you tell all the botany chapters. Structural organization, we can think about it. Okay, that's a good option. We can do that because I haven't not done it on YouTube yet. Okay, yes, all of you, let me know in the comments. I tell means people will tell it here. Okay, give you one. Now see, Eubacteria students, like you people, true students, true aspirants, true bacteria. Okay, why am I calling true bacteria? Because they do not have pseudomurine, they have murine or they have peptidoglycan. That means they have true cell wall. Okay, true cell wall. So they have, yes, after I finish this chapter, next time I'll do NCERT, but if I get the same response, then I will not do. Okay, the same response if I get, I will not do. I want more students to come, so you have to share the link with more of your friends. Structural organization is a difficult chapter. We have to read and make you understand. It's going to take us some time. Okay, so if you promise me good likes and good comments in this video, then okay. Okay, no, this is not comment Sony. Okay, so this is students, they have murine. Don't get confused with the word murine or peptidoglycan. Okay, peptidoglycan. Chalo. Now, there are thousands of different Eubacteria or true bacteria. Okay, they are characterized by the presence of rigid cell wall. That's why I told you, proper cell wall. Okay, rigid cell wall, and if motile, a flagellum. Okay, they're also identified because of the presence of a flagella. Okay, the cyanobacteria. Now again, under Eubacteria, you're going to study cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria, also referred to as blue-green algae, now have chlorophyll A similar to green plants. So this question has come. Okay, this question has come that what is the characteristic of cyanobacteria that is very close to higher plants? What will your answer be? All of you tell me in the chat box. Here, the line is right here. What is the characteristic of cyanobacteria similar to higher plants? Your answer should be what? Sony, I am your friend, don't worry. Okay, I am all of your friends. You people act like lonely people every time when I ask you to share videos. I know it's your trick, but whatever. Okay, yes, tell me. Quickly. Very good. Thamil, very good. Chlorophyll A. You should tell chlorophyll A, okay? Because all other pigments are there. A is there, B is there. So you should tell chlorophyll A correctly. So chlorophyll A, which is present or which is seen only in higher plants, is there in cyanobacteria, okay? Now, are photosynthetic autotrophs. The cyanobacteria are unicellular, colonial or filamentous, freshwater, marine or terrestrial algae. So what and all they have characteristics, students? They can be, first thing what? They are obviously unicellular. That's why we put them into Monera, right? They are unicellular. They can be filamentous, okay? Filamentous, like thread-like, okay? Filamentous. They can be present as colonies. They can form colonies, like many of them coming together, right? We have all seen colonies, no? Many of them coming together. Maybe they are of the same type, maybe of the same caste, whatever it may be. They just come together and they stay together. Same way, colonies. They can form colonies. So they are colonial, filamentous, unicellular. They can be seen both in freshwater and marine water. Okay? Freshwater and marine water. Freshwater and marine water or terrestrial. Okay, all the three habitats you will get to see them. Terrestrial algae. Now, the colonies are generally surrounded by, very important, to protect the colonies, right? Because they are all coming together, okay? Because they are all coming together, they have to cover with a gelatinous covering. Gelatinous means what, students? Like that jelly-like, no? Jelly-like covering. Mucilaginous, we tell. A mucus-like, okay? Mucus-like, mucilaginous. Gelatinous sheath is there to cover the entire colonies. So, all of you would have remembered your Nostoc diagram. So, I am just drawing here. Okay, here, I'll show you the diagram as well. But just look here. This is one, okay? This is one, this is one. This is one. Okay, imagine these are the colonies. Now, around these colonies, okay, around these colonies, we'll put a covering, okay, that is called a gelatinous covering. So, like this, one gelatinous covering will be there. Can you all see the color difference? Not very visible, no? Okay, look here, this will be the gelatinous covering. Okay, this is the most fanciest gelatinous covering you will see. It is a mucus color, no, whitish color it will be. So that is the gelatinous covering. Easy. So the entire colony will be there. They'll be covered by a gelatinous covering. Okay, ma'am, understood. Now, filamentous marine freshwater, understood. The colonies are generally covered with the gelatinous sheath. They often form blooms in the polluted water bodies. Some of these organisms can fix atmospheric nitrogens. Students, bloom in the polluted area means if you have gone, okay, if you have, thank you Manoj, okay, if you have gone, glycocalyx has two coverings, okay, glycocalyx you have coverings which is a capsule layer, but that and this don't get confused, okay, that is with a capsule and all of that, that is a little different. Glycocalyx, I think again cell chapter you will be studying, but now you don't have to get it, what is that, confused, okay. Yeah, gelatinous, mucilaginous covering, we can use it. Yeah, means slimy layer, exactly. It's just a slimy layer. So you can use any of this word. Some places you will see gelatinous, some places you will see mucilaginous, okay. In your NCERT, gelatinous is given, so prefer to this word. But in some textbook, you can also see mucilaginous covering. That means that slimy covering they're talking about, okay. Yes, nostoc, anabina, we are going to understand. So students, water blooms means if you have gone to your villages, you would have seen water which was before. Okay, like your parents will tell, I used to swim here, I used to wash clothes here and all of that. Those waters will be covered with a green color patch. That is because of the algal, okay, algal bloom. Now, some of these organisms can fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells called heterocyst. So students, this is present, heterocyst is present in your nostoc, but it is not present in your oscillatoria. Many students, when it comes to heterocyst, understand they will write oscillatoria, because you might have studied it in your practical biology in your 11th or 12th whatsoever. So because of that you have a chance or you have a tendency to write oscillatoria, but if you research, okay, if you research you will notice that oscillatoria do not have heterocyst, okay. Nostoc have heterocyst, so go with that example only. Heterocyst is nothing but, imagine this is your nostoc, in this one cell, okay, one cell, the one that I am drawing green color, this cell is a heterocyst cell. That means they can simply do nitrogen fixation. They can do what? Nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation. Clear? Nitrogen fixation. This is what they can do. Okay? Got it? All of you clear? Any doubts so far? Students, glycocalyx you will be studying when you study the cell structure. Here you don't have to know, but if you want to know, glycocalyx have two layers, your capsule and a slime layer, okay. Capsule and a slime layer. Got it? Glycocalyx I used to teach before, but I don't see much questions anywhere from biological classification, so that's why we don't teach it now, okay. Is this clear? It's just a cell coat, no? It's just a cell coat. Chalo, okay, clear I guess. Clear, okay. So they do nitrogen fixation. Now, nostoc, anabina is the example that you can use here. Nostoc and don't write Annabella, anabina, okay. Chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria oxidize various inorganic substances such as what? Nitrates, nitrites and ammonia. Easily available things, okay. Nitrites, nitrates and ammonia, and use them to release energy. That means basically what is the purpose of making food? To release energy, to get the energy that I want, right? So these substances, the chemosynthesis they are talking about. Chemosynthetic autotrophism means they use chemicals to make their own food. Now the question is, what are the chemicals that they are using? Nitrites ma'am, nitrates ma'am, ammonia. With the help of nitrites, nitrates and ammonia, I will make my own food, or I will release energy that is required for me, right? So that's what they are. See, use the released energy for their ATP production. Ultimate goal is that. That's all. Now, they play a great role in recycling nutrients like your nitrogen, phosphorus and iron and sulfur. So, they also help in regaining the things, okay, regaining the nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and sulfur, because they have the ability to do nitrogen fixation. So during nitrogen fixation itself, they can do nitrite, nitrites, ammonia and all of that, and they also help in recycling them. Is this clear to all of you? Okay. Yes. Now, heterotrophic bacteria are the most abundant in nature and the majority are important. So there you studied autotrophs. Okay, there you studied everything about autotrophic. You studied about cyanobacteria, they have chlorophyll. Then you studied about chemosynthetic, photosynthetic, and you also learned that they are colonial. They can be in freshwater, marine, terrestrial form. They have a gelatinous covering. That's all you have studied there. Okay, and you studied about Archaebacteria. Then you studied about Eubacteria. That's all. Now here you're going to understand what is this heterotrophic. That means in Monera, what is the heterotrophism that they're showing. So here heterotrophic bacteria are the most abundant because everyone who can do autotrophism are the ones who have chlorophyll. That will be your blue-green algae. Who has chlorophyll can only do it, no? So the rest, everything, all your red algae, brown algae, other algae, blue, purple algae, okay, all of them will fall under heterotrophic. So heterotrophic bacteria are most abundant in nature. The majority are important decomposers. Many of them have a significant, okay, impact on human affairs. They are helpful in making curd from milk. Where will you study this? Microbes chapter, which I will only be taking. Okay, you will study this in microbes. That we always have an assumption, no students, bacteria is bad. Bacteria means bad. Okay. Oh, target done. Okay, let's keep the next target then, Mega. You put the next target. Okay. Yeah, cell chapter, no? Yes, okay. So students, what is going to happen? Okay. So what is going to happen? Curd from milk. We always have this assumption, no, that ma'am, that bacteria means always bad. Your parents also tell, no, in small age, don't touch there, don't touch here, don't run, don't go, all that, no. But actually there are many good bacteria, right? Like a lactobacillus, which is converting curd to milk. So they are actually helping in many things, okay, production of your antibiotics. So they're telling that actually if you think that bacteria are not that bad of a person, okay, fixing nitrogen in legumes, right? You have leguminous plants, all of that. Okay, nice. Many of them have put the target. Okay. Nice, awesome, very nice. Okay, leguminous plants, between them also we keep, no, leguminous plants helps in fixing. So between the rice, paddy, okay, if you take a farm like this, students, you are the farmer, okay, this is your paddy farm. So in between your paddy farm you will keep pea, beans, all these are legumes, okay. So you'll keep them so that they will fix the nitrogen and increase the soil fertility. So these things are all there, okay, these things are all there. Okay, chalo, next one. See, this is the one. See, look here, your entire colonies are there, and see here students, mucilaginous sheath. In NCERT itself it's given gelatinous sheath, they have given, in labeling they have given mucilaginous sheath because they are only talking about a slimy layer. They are only talking about a slimy layer. Awesome. Let's see if we'll reach the target. Okay, if your target is reached, then next time onwards I'll choose you people to put the target. Okay, so awesome. So students, here you can tell mucilaginous sheath or gelatinous sheath. I think some student had asked a doubt. No, I told you. You can use both of the words. Slimy layer is the meaning. Students, here can you see some specialized cell called as heterocyst that will be able to do nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation. Clear? Okay. Now, some are pathogens causing damage to human beings like crops, farm animals and pets. Your chlorella, typhoid, tetanus, circus crankers are well-known disease caused by different bacteria. This again I'll teach you in human health and diseases, okay? Human health and diseases. Now, bacteria reproduce, very important students, bacteria reproduce mainly by fission. What fission? Binary fission. Binary fission, that means one is there, they will separate into two, both of them will become daughter cells, yes or no? So this will be your what is that, binary fission. This is one, okay. After some time they will start forming like this edge furrow kind of structure will be formed. Is blue visible, students? Okay, like this furrowing will happen. After that two cells will be separately formed, yes or no? This is your binary fission. So here in your textbook also you can see one diagram, no, all of you. That diagram I forgot to add here, so I am only drawing the diagram. Okay, so like this. This is just to make you understand. All of you know, I know. Are you enjoying NCERT line by line, or you miss my complete writing notes? Full NCERT I keep writing, no? Which one do you like? Which one do you like from my end? All of you. Students, and tomorrow I am doing locomotion and movement morning, okay? 12 p.m. I am doing a class. Okay, 12 p.m. I am doing a class. Do not forget, I am going to do axial skeleton, appendicular skeleton, disorders. That's all. Okay, that's all. Most of you will have half day, so by the time you come back, my class would have started. Got it? Oh, Rudra. Okay. So students, binary fission will happen. Okay, sometimes under unfavorable condition, they produce spores also. Okay, spores. I knew it. I knew at least one person would tell, or 2-3 people would tell, ma'am, you're right, ma'am. Because I always notice whenever I start NCERT line balance, some of them will be like, ma'am, you please write, ma'am. They've just gotten used to making me write. It's like I am doing imposition for being a teacher. Okay, they're like, ma'am, write, ma'am. I remember last time one NCERT snip I put, my god, the amount of comments. Ma'am, write, ma'am. Ma'am, write, ma'am. Even that snip you write, ma'am. After some time you write NCERT book only, I will study from that book. Okay. So, yeah. So that is the condition of, so unfavorable condition, students, spores will be formed. Because see, if I am depending on binary fission, or if, let's say for any other matter, if they are waiting for, okay, time will be all nice, my life will all be nice, after that I will, you know, start changing things about me. From tomorrow I'll start waking up at 5 o'clock because, you know, today fan is not running at a proper speed, it's raining. So multiple excuses we give. No, these people don't give like that. They are like, okay, condition is unfavorable, I will form spores. Okay, condition is unfavorable, I will form spores. They also reproduce by a sort of sexual reproduction. That is, students, transformation. Okay, they also do transformation, because if you generally see, someone is not doing sexual reproduction. Now whenever we learn about sexual reproduction, we use the word variation. No, from smaller classes you would have heard this word. We need to do sexual reproduction for variation to happen, otherwise clone formation will happen. But if you notice, bacteria have got evolved over time. How did they evolve? Did they sit and they'll be like, oh, humans are evolving, so chumma, even I will start evolving? No, they did not do that. They evolved because of transformation, conduction, transduction. So different kind of techniques are there. So because of that, they evolved. Got it? So by adopting a primitive type of DNA transfer. Students, you remember Griffith, your power mice experiment, all of you were praying for mice that day, full day you people were crying and praying for that mouse, no? That mice experiment, Griffith transforming principle, that is also a transformation, right? Streptococcus pneumonia was used, it transformed itself. Because of that, variation happened. Something which was not a disease causing became disease causing. Something which was non-virulent became virulent. So that kind of difference is there. Okay? Okay, yes or no? Got it. So you should let me know in the comments. Let me see which chapter more comments will be there. That chapter I will choose. Okay, I'm going to do lot system. Okay, lot system. Students, sometimes you have to remind the target. Otherwise, these robotic students will not. My students are robotic. If I tell only, they will do. Okay. Okay. Yes. Shanmuga, if your comment has more likes, then I'll do. Okay. Okay, DNA transfer from one bacterium to another. All of you understood that, no? So here the other sexual methods, that means how did bacteria evolve over time, is because of transformation. Okay, transformation, transduction. Because of these things only bacteria got evolved. Okay, bacteria got evolved. Chalo. Students, here half got cut, so I will only tell what is this? Your mycoplasma. Okay, this is your mycoplasma. Okay, mycoplasma. Hey Dinesh, that is good. Okay, that is what we are targeting. I mean, you people are targeting. Okay, reminder to the viewers. Okay, nice. Okay, so correct, no, students have written mycoplasma. Okay, mycoplasma completely lacks a cell wall. Okay, it completely lacks a cell wall, and they are the smallest living cells known. That means as of now, according to your NCERT, according to the edition that they have released, the living cell, the smallest living cell which we know is mycoplasma. Okay, and they can survive without oxygen. They can survive without oxygen. That means they completely lack cell wall. No pseudomurin, no peptidoglycan, nothing. Okay, nothing. Thank you, Praveen. Okay, nothing is there. Only thing, they lack cell wall and they can survive without oxygen. Many mycoplasma are pathogenic in animals and plants. So this is just, you have to remember, okay, smallest one. Got it? Yes, take a water break. All of you drink water. Yes, dear. PPLO and mycoplasma is the same only. Same only. Okay? PPLO and mycoplasma is the same. Okay? Because they lack all this, no? That's why they called as pluro. PPLO. Okay? Got it? All of you clear? Pleuropneumonia. Okay, that's why they're called as pleuropneumonia, because they lack cell wall, all of that. Friends, I don't like dosa. Okay, I don't like dosa. Dosa ma'am likes dosa. Because of dosa ma'am, I'm forced to eat dosa sometimes. Okay, whenever she comes to Bangalore. Yes. So the 2 train which is going irregularly is your GM Express. Now we are going to write whatever we studied. All of you tell me. So very fast chats have to move. Your fingers should be only on the chats and you should listen to me. So students, GM Express is Gopika Ma'am Express, like your Chennai Express. Chennai Express got famous. Now you have to make it famous. Okay, GM Express, you have to make it famous. Got it? So students, what we are going to do is, I will be revising entirely whatever I taught. Even in locomotion and movement, you have to check it out. It's a very good class. I have used GIFs videos. You can check that video as well. Second part I'll be doing tomorrow morning. Okay, now in this I'm going to write everything that is very, very important. Okay, very, very important. Yes, mycoplasma can be parasitic. Okay, they cause, especially they're disease causing. Okay, they're mainly disease causing. Okay, got it? Sahitya, very nice name, Sahitya. Sahitya Academy is there, students. All of you know. Some book it is, something I have heard in small age. I don't know what is it. Okay, GM Express ready. So we started with classifications. Okay, we started with, since you all of you write, making me write, I thought I'll write. We started with classification, and the first ever classification, I'm not going to write food shelter and all that, okay, because no names are given. First ever classification was Aristotle's classification. All of you, let me know quickly what you want me to write next. Okay, Aristotle's classification, which is known as the first ever scientific classification. Okay, first scientific, okay, classification. First scientific classification. Okay, what was the classification based on? Students, let me see if I can duplicate the slide. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I did. Okay, let's go back to the slide. Yeah, so the classification was very simple. Okay, classification was very simple. Let me see if all of you are answering. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, plants was classified, plants and animals. Students, this 2 slides is enough to study the whole topic as of now, whatever I taught. Plants and animals. Plants were divided into herbs, okay, shrubs and trees. And animals were divided into, on basis of, yes, very good. On the basis, I'll write it here, okay. This classification was based on simple morphology, okay. Simple morph. Got it? Okay, morphology. So animals was divided based on presence and absence of RBC. It is called enyma if it was present, enyma if it is present, and enyma when it is absent. Okay, absent, present. Got it? Absent, present. This was the first ever scientific classification. I don't know why am I telling so many. Next one was by Carl Linnaeus. Carl Linnaeus, he came up with two kingdom classification. Okay, two kingdom classification. Okay, two kingdom classification, and in this two kingdom classification, what did he do? Hey, this Shivagowda is confusing me, students. I'm already confused. Okay, RBC. Yeah, two kingdom classification. Now, this two kingdom classification was based on again Plantae and Animalia. Okay, Plantae and Animalia. Now, what is the biggest drawback of this classification? The biggest, okay, drawback. Students, this is what you have to study in this classification. Okay, learn from his mistakes, not from your mistakes. Learn from his mistake. Yeah, his mistake was, first thing, chat box. Correct, plant and animal kingdom. Next one, what is the mistake? Start from the first mistakes. It looks like I am writing imposition. Very good, Dinesh. Okay, did not classify eukaryotes, okay, with I'll write eukaryotes slash, okay, with the mean same thing only, eukaryotes and prokaryotes. He did not classify unicellular with multicellular, unicellular with multicellular. He did not classify photosynthetic with non-photosynthetic. Okay, non-photosynthetic. Got it, ma'am. Then what was that? Did he look into the cell structure and all that? He did not look into that, and also lacked. Okay, he also, students, many organisms did not fall into that also. Okay, yes, very good. So many organisms did not get into this also, and also he lacked looking into, okay, lacked looking into cell structure, cell wall, mode of nutrition, okay, reproduction, habitat. So many, actually I don't know what he looked into. Okay, I'm sorry, Carl Linnaeus. Okay, habitat. Got it. I'm writing so much. He did not look into all of this, is my problem. Okay, habitat he didn't do, reproduction, cell structure, cell wall, mode of nutrition, many other things also, phylogenetic relationship. Okay, phylogenetic relationship. Got it? Yes, correct. Whatever R.H. Whittaker wrote, we should just write opposite of that. Chalo, next one. Continue. Continue. Same speed should continue. Okay, if you're not able to type full, type at least half. Okay, type at least half. 1 second. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now, the next class, Ernest Haeckel, Copeland, we are not going into. We are going into R.H. Whittaker. Okay. R.H. Whittaker's classification. R.H. Whittaker's classification. Please refer to the box. Okay. Very, very important box. But what did he look into, students? That is very, very important. He looked into, yeah, he looked into cell structure or cell type. Okay, he looked into cell structure, cell type. He looked into body of organization. Okay, that is your cellular, tissue level, body body organization, body organization, mode of nutrition. Okay, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and phylogenetic relationship. Yes, good job. Good job. Phylogenetic relationship. Done. These were the main things that he took into consideration. After that, what did we study? After that, we studied that there were some confusions. Yes or no? Let me see who's answering. Yes, very good, very good. Most of you are typing. Yes. Okay, there were some confusions. The confusions fell into, okay, that is your Chlamydomonas, okay, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Next one was Chlamydomonas and Chlorella. Okay, next was Paramecium and Amoeba. I am not writing because it was already wrong. Okay, Paramecium amoeba was put into animal kingdom, was completely wrong, even though, okay, some this was because of the locomotion. Okay, that I am not writing. Chlamydomonas, Chlorella and Chlamydomonas Spirogyra. Okay, that's what was there. I think somewhere you can see Spirogyra and Ulothrix as well, but it's okay. You don't have to take tension about it. Then the next one, students. What is the next point? After R.H. Whittaker, we came into Monera, right? Yes. Shall I move on for Monera, Kingdom Monera? I hope nothing else we have missed. Okay. Kingdom Monera. Students, he gave the 5 kingdom classification. So all of you know that Students, we missed Carl Woos. Okay, that also we'll write. Wait. That I'll write first. Then we'll write Kingdom Monera. Okay. 5 kingdom classification. Classification. Done. Okay. Now we'll write about Carl Woos. Carl Woos. Okay. Color is visible. Color is visible. Yes. Thank you. Carl Woos came up with 3 domain system or 6 kingdom classification. Okay, 6 kingdom classification. 3 things he told. What is the 3 things? He told that I will divide it into Archaea, Eu and eukaryotic. Okay, eukaryotic. Okay, eukaryotic. And under Archaea, who comes, students? Archaebacteria. Archaebacteria. Under Eu comes Eubacteria. Eubacteria. Under eukaryotic, who comes? Many people comes. No? Protista. Yes, very good. Protista, fungi, plantae, animalia. Animalia. Okay, done. This was his 6 kingdom classification. Okay, so this led to 6 kingdom classification. Okay, classification. Okay, ma'am, done. Now we'll go to Kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera. Okay, Kingdom Monera. Now tell me about Kingdom Monera. Is someone reminding them about the target? In the middle, you have to remind them about the target. Okay. Okay. Yes, Kingdom Monera, students. First thing is that the sole members, right? Who is the sole member? Sole member is bacteria. Sole member is bacteria. Okay, sole member is bacteria, and they are very special because they have who? they are present in all the conditions, okay, but I am directly going into the types, okay, I am directly going into the types, that is Archaebacteria. Should we make one more GM Express? Should I make one more copy? Okay, okay. Archaebacteria has what and all? Very nice, my students. Okay, Archaebacteria students, you make me smile, right? People make me happy. So yes, Archaebacteria has 3 types. Okay, 3 types are falling into it. What are the 3 types? Halophiles, which can withstand extreme salty conditions. You have thermoacidophiles, okay, which is extreme heat condition and acidic condition. Then we have methanogens, which are present in gut of the cattle, that will do biogas, okay. Now, why are they able to present in all these places? They are able to be present because of their special cell wall, okay, because of special cell wall that is made up of pseudomurine, okay, pseudomurine, which is not mentioned in NCERT, but you can know it, okay, no harm in knowing it. Done? Did we miss anything? Just let me know in the chats. Yes, gut of the, that I am not writing, okay, salt, that I am not writing, but rest everything is fine, right? We'll go to the next slide. I have to erase all this. This is the copy, okay, don't think ma'am erased everything. No, the other one is there. Students, all these notes you will get it on Vedantu NEET English Telegram, and if you want to join my Telegram, it's Biology by Gopika, okay. You can join there, you will get all my class links, so you do not miss any of my class links and some motivation at some time, okay. Yes. It's perfect? Okay, thank you. Let's continue. So students, we did Archaebacteria, special thing we understood. We understood the 3 types. After that, what did we study? We have to go into the Eubacteria, no? Because Archaebacteria only that much is there. Did we miss something in Archaebacteria? No, I guess. Next is Eubacteria. In Eubacteria, so many things are there to remember. Especially, Eubacteria is having true cell wall, no? That is true cell rigidity. They are having rigid cell. That means they are made up of proper murin or peptidoglycan. Okay, peptidoglycan. Second thing, what do you have to know? They have cyanobacteria under them. That is your blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria under them, blue-green algae, BGA. Okay. Students, anything I missed, you should tell me. Fast, you should tell me. Ma'am, you missed this. Yes. Okay. Yeah, they have cell wall, flagellum. Okay. The cyanobacteria is there. The cyanobacteria can be present. Okay. They can be filamentous. Okay. Filamentous. They can be colonial. Okay. They can be colonial. They can be what? Filamentous, colonial. They can be present in fresh water, marine water, and they can also be present in terrestrial habitat. They form the bloom and all. I am not writing. Those are not very important. This is important. Okay. Yes, and very, very good. They have, okay, they have chlorophyll A. Okay, they have chlorophyll A similar to higher plants. A very, very important point. Okay, very, very important point. Okay. Now, these colonies will be covered. Okay, colonies will be covered with mucilaginous or gelatinous sheath. Okay, mucilaginous sheath or gelatinous sheath for their protection. Okay, for their protection. And students, what else they'll have? They'll have heterocyst, that is in Anabena, nostoc and all. So, nostoc and Anabena they have heterocyst cells that have the ability to do nitrogen fixation. Done? Yes, called as mucilaginous. I think student, 1 second, I'll just AC got off. Yes, gelatinous sheath, heterocyst. Very good. Tell me the next point what I should write. I'm good, Krishnika. How are you? Yes, gelatinous sheath. I've written mucilaginous sheath, so you should understand gelatinous sheath also I'm talking about, okay? Yes. What else? Nostoc, Anabina done. Nitrogen fixing done. Okay, fine. Let's see if we'll make it. Okay. Now, students, this one is done. Now, here I'll write they have mode of nutrition. Okay. Mode of nutrition. Here somewhere we will add flagellum. Okay. They might have flagellum. Chalo. Mode of nutrition, they show two types, under auto and hetero. Okay. Under auto you have chemo and photo. Photo nothing to write. Under chemo I'm going to write they are taking which and all chemicals? Yes, very good. Which are the chemicals? Tell me. Nitrite, nitrates, right? They have nitrates, nitrites, okay, nitrites, and they use ammonia to yield ATP, okay, to yield ATP. Got it? To yield ATP. Nitrates, nitrites, ammonia to yield ATP. Then what else is there? They also help in recycling, right? Yes, they also help in recycling iron, phosphorus, ammonia and nitrates. Yes or no? Just check this. Just check this. I think nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen. Nitrogen, not nitrates. No, nitrogen. Iron, phosphorus, sulfur, nitrogen. Okay, sulfur, nitrogen. Done? Yes. Anything else? Anything else? Then we have about the reproduction in this one. So, students, now we have written so much. It has become NCERT line to RNA only in between, okay? I have written so much, 4 slides already. Yes. So, see, revision, this much it's taking. I think this is the last slide, okay? And I know you people are very happy making me write. Chalo, next one, cyanobacteria, done. Eubacteria, done, no? Yes, next one, what do we have? Eubacteria, done. Then we have about their reproduction, okay, and then about mycoplasma. Okay, reproduction. They do reproduction with the help of binary fission. With the help of binary fission, right? That is separating, and they during unfavorable conditions, okay, during unfavorable conditions, what do they do, students? They form spores, okay, they form spores. Yeah, nice, enjoy, okay. Yes, Most of them are heterotrophic. That also just remember. Okay, those are kuti points. That's why I have skipped it. Major points I've told. Okay, major points I've told. Yes, unfavorable conditions. Yes, heterotrophic bacteria, unfavorable conditions, spores will be formed. And students, they also do sexual reproduction, but not in a way, okay, just for survival. That means they do sexual reproduction for variation to happen for survival. That is with the help of transformation according to your NCERT. Okay, transformation, that is DNA transfer. DNA transfer. Yes, that's it, right? Then last one is your mycoplasma. Mycoplasma, what is mycoplasma? Lax cell wall. Okay, smallest living cell, and they can survive without oxygen. They can survive without oxygen. Yes, very good. Lax cell wall can survive without oxygen. Yes. No cell wall. Very good. Okay. Lax cell wall, smallest living cell, survive without oxygen, and they can also cause disease to animals and plants. Okay. They have the ability to cause disease. Cause disease to plants and animals. Okay, plants and animals. Done? Yes, pathogenic in plants and animals. Done, done, done. Done, done, done. Yes, did we miss anything? I hope nothing we missed. Okay, I did not write everything of the classification, but rapid fire is over. Okay, GM Express is over. GM Express had 4 slides. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, usually NCERT line by line, no one will write the notes, they will just write at the side. But I don't feel complete without writing, what is that? A complete flow chart. I always do that. Even in DNA also, I write 2-3 slides of entire flow chart, whatever I taught. So now students are like, ma'am, flow chart, ma'am, flow chart, ma'am. Okay, done, no? Next. Students, we'll finish off Kingdom Protista also. Do you want a 5 minutes break or we will continue? Okay, I want to just refill my water. So till that, all of you can stay. 4 stations, exactly. We have to label the stations, no? 4 stations, okay? Do you want 2-3 minutes break or we will continue? Tell me quickly. After that, we'll do Protista and then we'll finish it. Okay? Protista. And someone has to put the target in between. Thank you, Paul. Where is our target master? Where are you? Okay? Yes. Next is Protista. We'll continue? Chalo, let's continue. Okay? And hydrate yourself, drink water. 5 minutes want. Chalo, it's 7:54. Take a 5 minutes break. 8 o'clock we'll meet again. But then these people will all run away. That's the problem. So we'll continue. I'll come back. No break. Okay? No break. I'll just fill water and come. So just... no need to write, no? I'll be back. Just let me fill water and come. Chalo, let's continue. Okay, so students, Protista. Next topic is Protista. Very easy, okay? Baby topics, okay? Nothing to worry. Protista. So look here. What was main category, what was the thought process when R.H. Whittaker was doing? He's like, okay, let me do one thing. I put all the prokaryotes into Monera. Not R.H. Whittaker. Ernest Haeckel did it, then Copeland came up with it. So what their thought process was like, okay, let's do one thing. Let's put all the prokaryotes into Monera and let's take all the unicellular eukaryotes and put it into Protista. Because if I put them into plants, animals, they are more complex, right? So where will I put the other eukaryotes? So they made a class telling us, let all the single cell, that means all the unicellular eukaryotes are placed under Protista. But the boundaries of this kingdom are not well defined. Students, Protista, to be frank, is like that friend in your class who is friends with everyone. Like they don't have any enemies. Everyone's friend there. Teacher's pet, student's pet, everyone's friend is there. Anyone in the class like that, please raise your hands. Yeah, you're like teacher's pet. You're also like very good friends with the boys of the class, very good friends with the girls of the class, very good friends with your seniors, juniors. So you're like an all-rounder, like a social butterfly. Same way, Protista is actually a link between fungi, plantae and animalia. That means they are showing some connecting links between your plants, animals and fungi. Okay, where were you, Hasini? Okay, so here Protista, but the boundaries of this kingdom are not well defined. What may be a photosynthetic protestant to one biologist may be a plant. Students, this is where the confusion came. Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra, Chlorella, this was the problem. That some people were like, wait a minute, this fellow has chlorophyll, I will study them under plants. But some people were like, no, they are unicellular, how will I put them into plants? Plants have complex. So I will put them into different. But there also you are studying algae, no? So this was the small confusion. Okay, this was the small confusion. Okay, so look here. What may be a photosynthetic protestant? Very clearly listen. To one biologist may be a plant to another. Okay, plant to another. In this book, we include, they are telling about their own book, okay? Cryophyte, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime mold and protozoans under Protista. These are the 5 things that you're going to learn under Protista. Members of Protista are primarily aquatic. This kingdom forms a link. See, it forms a link with the others dealing with plants, animals and fungi. So he's the connecting link, right? How you have Archaeopteris, which shows the missing link between your reptiles and birds. Like that you have Periplaneta, which is a connecting link between your Annelida and Arthropoda. Like that, this is also a connecting link. That means connecting link means they still exist. So being eukaryotes, the protestant cell body contains a well-defined nucleus. Obviously, they are eukaryotes and other membrane-bound organelles. Some have flagella or cilia. Protista reproduce asexually and sexually by the process involving cell fusion and zygote formation. So shall we get into it? Okay, shall we get into it? So here, first we start with cryophytes. Okay, this is very easy. See, this group includes diatoms. This should be your main concern. Cryophytes means always remember diatoms and golden algae, which is called as desmids. Golden algae is also called as desmids. Okay, and diatoms, diatomaceous earth and all that. Okay, now they are found in fresh water as well as in marine environment. They are microscopic and float passively without much water current. Okay, without much, thank you Madhumati, without much water current they will keep floating passively in the water currents. Most of them are photosynthetic. This is where the confusion came. Some people are like, see, they are doing photosynthesis, plants also do photosynthesis, why don't you put them under plants? But some people are like, no, they are very primitive, how can I put them into plants? In plants I am learning about angiosperm, gymnosperms, okay, bryophytes, pteridophytes, why will I put them there? Then they are like, okay, why don't you put them under algae? Still they are like, no, this is not. So that kind of a confusion was always there. Okay, but now I told you, no, depending on book to book, they write the way they are. Like in the sense, some of them would be in Protista, some of them would be in plantae. So most of them are photosynthetic. Now here students, very very important, in diatoms the cell wall forms two thin overlapping shells. That means they are telling diatom cell wall will be two thin overlapping cells like this. It will look like a soap box. Remember the before soap box? Now I don't think we like, I think maybe now also this kind of soap box only people use, like this kind of a soap box. Okay, now we have that tray and all that, no, but remember before we used to have that closed one. Now also many people will have closed one, right? It looks exactly like that. So they are telling that diatom cell wall forms two thin overlapping shells which fit together as a soap box. This is the soap box. Got it? This is for diatoms. Students, here main importance is given for diatoms, not for your decimates. Even though they are golden, no one cares. Okay? Yes, exactly. Soap box structure like this. Now, the walls are embedded with silica. They are embedded with silica. So you can write silica. They are made up of silica. Cell wall is made up of silica and they are overlapping. That's all. Okay. Now, and thus the walls are indestructible. Just because they are made up of silica, they are not going to easily vanish. Okay. They are not going to easily vanish. Thus, diatoms have left behind large amounts. So what is happening? Cell wall keeps getting deposited. So obviously they will be forming a silica bed, no? A complete silica bed. Imagine you're throwing money. What will you tell? I have a bed full of money. They tell, no, I can make a bed out of money or whatever. In movies and all, you would have seen a hero sleeping on money, jumping on money and all that. So same way, a full bed of money. Same way, a full bed of silica. Now that is very, very good. Okay, very, very rich in silica. So I'll use it for many other things like filtration, other things. So that earth bed, right, that bed which you formed because of the silica deposition is called as your diatomaceous earth. So imagine students, let's say, okay, this is the bed. Okay, like this it got deposited. It formed one bed. This bed will be called as your diatomaceous earth. This will be called as your diatomaceous earth. Got it, all of you? Yes? Hari, YouTube is calling 11, like attendance, no? Teachers do attendance. He's calling 11 person and he's asking, are you present? Are you going to talk to me? So he is the new class teacher of our class. Aren't we lucky students? We got a free class teacher. You should be respectful, okay? No back answering, be respectful. He's calling each person's name and asking for their attendance. Proud of you. So look here, silica and thus the walls are indestructible. Thus diatoms have left behind a large amount of cell wall, okay? A large amount of cell wall deposit in their habitat. Thus accumulation over billions of years. Not like today they put one cell wall, tomorrow the diatomaceous earth. No, billions of years is referred to as diatomaceous earth. Being gritty, this soil is used in polishing because they have that sandpaper. All of you have seen sandpaper, no? How hurtful it will be. Or girls, if you put coffee powder and sugar, how do you, when you scrub it, do you feel that very harsh, no? Like that it is very harsh, okay? Very harsh. Bye. Okay? Billions of earth, it is called as diatomaceous earth. Being gritty, the soil is used for polishing, filtration of oils and syrups. Okay? Filtration of oils and syrups. Got it? Polishing, filtration of oils and syrup. Diatoms are chief producers in the ocean. That means they are the ones who are rich in silica and they are the chief producers of that in the ocean. Got it? Any doubts? Ad is playing, no? Chalo. Continue? Yes. Next one, dinoflagellates. So students, cryophytes, very simple, diatoms, decimates. Here they are mainly focusing on diatoms, other things they are not focusing. What happens is cryophytes, that is your diatoms and decimates, will be floating passively in your fresh water and in marine they are seen. And very important, diatoms have a silica cell wall, okay, silica cell wall which is overlapping, which will form a soap-like structure, okay, soap-like structure. Yes, exactly. Rudra, exactly. Okay. Diatoms, exactly. PYQ has been asked, correct. Diatoms, so this kept settling for billions of years and they will form a diatomaceous earth. Okay, diatomaceous earth. Got it? Yes, diatomaceous earth is there, and accumulation over years left them to be very like in the sense rich and chief producers. They became rich in that. And students understand diatoms are actually, if you see the structures, no, they're very beautiful to see. You see diatoms, desmids and all, their coverings are very beautiful. Okay, very, very beautiful. Thank you, Madhumati, Likita and Jay. Okay, so being gritty, they are used in polishing, filtration of oils and syrups. Diatoms are chief producers in the ocean. Got it? Very easy, no? Simple things. Now, dinoflagellates, students, from the name itself, you understand, no flagellates. That means two flagellas are there. Two flagellas are there, okay? These organisms are mostly marine and photosynthetic. They appear, how many colors you see? Yellow, green, brown, blue or red. Depending on what? Depending on who is the main pigment. Okay, depending on who is the main pigment. It could be phycoerythrin, okay? Phycoerythrin, it could be phycocyanin, it could be chlorophyll. Depending on that, depending on which pigment is rich, they'll be taking that color up, okay, present in the cells. Now, the cell wall has stiff cellulose. Students, in this, no, I'll tell you one thing. In Protista, one box we are going to make, okay, one note we will make about all the cell walls. That's all you have to remember in Protista. I'll tell you, the entire game lies on knowing the cell walls, because questions will keep coming from that. See, when I tell you cryophytes, first thought should be diatomaceous earth, diatom, silica, soap box, overlapping. The moment I tell you dinoflagellates, you should think cellulose plates. So we will write a note about it, okay? So remember, this note should be there stuck to your NCERT. If you learn this, that's all is there in Protista. Got it? So look here, the cell wall has a stiff cellulose plate on the outer surface. Most of them have two flagellas. One lies longitudinal and the other transverse. Okay, one will be lying longitudinal, one will be lying transverse. So it will form something like this. Okay, a very right angle, 90 degree like this it will lay, and transverse in the furrow. So there will be a small furrow here. Through that furrow only this flagellas will be arising. Between the wall plates, very often red dinoflagellates. Example, Gorniolex. Should I tell you? It is very, very important. Gorniolex. A name has come. Okay, a name has come. It's important. Gorniolex undergo such rapid multiplication. They'll undergo rapid multiplication that they make the sea appear red. I had showed you this image once, if you remember. Okay, sea appear red. That means, students, when, let's say this is your, okay, this is your sea, maybe, okay, let's be little more, this is your sea, no? This is how that emoji comes. So this is your sea. This dinoflagellates, what they do, no? They rapidly multiply, that when the tides are coming, some portion of the sea you will see fully red. Fully red. So they cause the red tides, okay? They give that red sea appearance. Red sea appearance. Toxins released by such a large number may even kill other marine animals such as fishes. Because they are doing rapid multiplication, what happened? They have an ability to release a toxin into the water. So this toxin will not harm us, okay, generally, but yeah, in a larger amount. Otherwise, no problem, because everyone you know, no. But most of these seas, you understand that they are very, like, they're not like those beaches that you go and put your leg, you sleep in that. It's not like that, okay. They are like just there. So this kind of ones, what they do is, they release a toxin. This toxin is very, very harmful for other marine plants and animals, okay. That is the problem here. Red dinoflagellates, they rapidly multiply in such a rate that the entire sea tide will look red in color. But with that, they also release some toxins. That toxins, you don't have to know much about the toxin. That toxin will cause killing of other marine plants and animals, okay. This is your dinoflagellates. So students, here the main thing is they appear in different colors. Your yellow is there, green is there, brown is there, blue is there, red is there, okay. In Vibgyor, what and all is there? Y, G, B, B, R is there, okay. Y, G, B, B, R is there, and the main pigment, depending on whatever main pigment they have, okay. Main pigment they have. Now the cell wall is made up of stiff cellulosic plate, that is the most important thing, on the outer surface, and most of them have two flagella, one longitudinal, one transverse. They will be present in a furrow, and from the furrow they will be arising, okay. Now the next thing is, very oftenly red dinoflagellates multiplicate rapidly, which is goniolics, to cause the red sea appearance or the red tide appearance. They release a toxin that will kill other things. Okay? Okay, got it? Yes. Students, I am a zoology teacher. Okay, many of them are asking me plant kingdom. I am actually a zoology teacher. I am just doing some topics. Okay. See, euglenoids, I can see we both can teach both of it, you know very well. Human reproduction sir takes, I take sexual reproduction now, this one. So we can do the exchange, but then sir has already going to start. So started, or I think done also, right? Now next one is euglenoids. Okay, euglenoids. Now I'll tell you one more thing. Okay, when I write the GM Express, I'll tell you one more thing. Just remind me that your cryophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids will fall under plant category, slime mold into fungi category, and protozoans into animal category. This is why we tell Protista is a link between plants, animals and fungi. Got it? Chalo. Now, majority of them are freshwater organisms found in stagnant water. Okay, majority of them freshwater organisms, they are found in stagnant water, like because of a rain there is some, you know, pit or something there, water, I'm not telling like everywhere it will be there, they will be present. Okay, so here students, see, instead of a cell wall, they have a protein rich layer called the pellicle. Okay, a protein rich layer. So they do not have a cell wall. Okay, instead of a cell wall, they have something, that is your pellicle, which makes their body flexible. Okay, now they have two flagellas. Here also two flagella is there, one is short, one is long. Okay, one long flagella, one short flagella. Okay, every friend should have a, every tall friend should have a short friend, like that. Okay, so the long friend has a short friend. Though they are photosynthetic in the presence of sunlight, students, this euglenoid, no, is very funny. So imagine you are euglenoid, okay, and your friend thinks that, okay, this fellow can do autotrophic, that is, he can do photosynthesis in presence of sunlight. But the moment the sun is down, it will become heterotrophic. It will start feeding on smaller organisms. So never trust a euglenoid, right? That's the moral of the story. So they are photosynthetic in the presence of sunlight. They are like, okay, sunlight is there, I'll do photosynthesis. Sunlight is not there. Chalo, I'll eat smaller organisms. Now imagine the organism who is having like a tea party with euglenoid, have a lot of trust with euglenoid. They will not know that this fellow will work differently if sunlight is not there. Who will think like that? No, he has a cocoon in his head that he will not work properly when sunlight is not there, and he will feed on me itself. So that organism doesn't know. So it's a sad story. So when deprived of sunlight, they behave like an heterotroph by predating on smaller organisms. Okay, interestingly, the pigments of euglenoid are identical to those present in higher plants. That means they have chlorophyll A. Okay, yes, very good, exactly. Okay, yes, correct. Let's do it. 9 more is the target, no? Exactly, dual personality is there, students. Like, what is that movie? Onion, huh? Onion, no, that movie? He does know, Vikram. He'll be laughing, then suddenly he'll stop laughing, then he'll be crying, then he'll get angry. Okay, like that. Euglenoid behaves, okay? No hair and all that, no makeup, but otherwise euglenoid is like, sunlight is there, I'll do autotrophic. Sunlight is not there, I'll start eating on smaller organisms. So the, okay, onion is here. Got it? Identical to those present. So students, here what and all is there? Euglenoids are mainly present freshwater organism. They'll be present in stagnant water, and they have, instead of cell wall, they have a pellicle, that is a protein rich portion called as the pellicle. Okay. Now, what is going to happen which makes the body flexible? They have two flagellas, one long and one short. Every long friend should have a short friend, and in the presence of light, they will be doing autotrophy. When the absence of light, they will start feeding on smaller organisms. Okay, this is the onion of our, who students? Onion of our kingdom Protista. Okay, kingdom Protista. So, interestingly, the pigment of the euglenoid are very identical to higher plants. That means they have chlorophyll A. Okay, chlorophyll A. Got it? Got it. They have chlorophyll A. This fellow also has chlorophyll A. Okay, even Monera we saw, Cyanobacteria we saw. Okay, very chalak this euglenoid, no? Yes. Next, slime mold. Slime mold. Slime mold is exactly similar like fungi. Similar like fungi. Okay. Slime mold are saprophytic protists. Who is saprophytic? Fungi is saprophytic. The body moves along decaying twigs and leaves engulfing organic material. So they take in all the organic material, okay? All the organic material. Under suitable condition, they form an, very important, okay, aggregation. So students, when the condition becomes, when they, see, under suitable condition, this you have to remember, okay? When the condition becomes suitable, okay? Now your condition is suitable. You will have nice food, you will sleep. If it's rainy, you will be like, okay, I want to eat Maggie. All that. Not during suitable condition, we behave differently. So what they do, during suitable condition, they will form an aggregation. They will form an aggregation. So this aggregation, thank you Jay, Likita, Meghna, all of you are keeping a track. Yeah, yes. So students, look here. During favorable condition, suitable condition, they have formed an aggregation, okay, which is called the plasmodium, which may grow and spread over several feet. It is like how spores are, okay, spores are. Got it? So this aggregation is called as plasmodium. Don't get confused with your plasmodium vivax and other plasmodium. Okay, this is plasmodium, which is an aggregation which will go up to few feet. Now when they go to several feet, what happened? Now very chalak this fellow also is. He's like, okay, condition is favorable, I will buy 2 sites and give. You know, this people who tell about the stock market, you remember, they'll be like, this is the right time for you to buy stock. First of all, who knows what is stock? Bro, tell about that, right? You always have that thought. Same way, here he's like, suitable condition is there, I'll buy 2 plots and keep. When the condition becomes unfavorable, when I become bankrupt, I'll sell the site. So this is the reality, okay? From this people only we learned, all the students. So look here, so they form aggregations called plasmodium, and which may grow and spread over several feet. I'm telling joke in the middle so you remember, because in the exam you will not remember slime mold, you will not remember euglenoid, you will remember onion, cocoon in the head, you will remember all that, okay? Chalak bro and all only you will remember. You will not be remembering, oh wait, euglenoid ma'am told something, no, she told that it has pellicle, or did she tell it has cellulosic plate? So sometimes you have to connected with a joke. That time you will never forget it, okay? So plasmodium, which may grow up to spread over few feet, okay? Now during unfavorable condition, the plasmodium differentiates and forms fruiting bodies bearing spores at the tips. So what he will do, when the condition becomes favorable, he will get fruits out of it. That means he will get money out of it, no? Same way, when the condition becomes unfavorable, he will differentiate into 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, 4 side. He will give it to different people, okay? And he'll be like, now I will sit and eat fruits for my entire life, okay? So that is what this slime mold is doing. So when the condition gets unfavorable, first thing is plasmodium will differentiate, okay? Plasmodium will differentiate. After differentiating, what will happen, student? They will form fruiting bodies, okay? Fruiting bodies. After fruiting bodies, they will bear spores at their tips, okay? Terms and conditions applied, exactly, okay? They'll have spores at the tip. These spores will possess true walls, and they are extremely resistant and survival for many years even under adverse condition. The spores are dispersed by air currents. We know spores are very strong. They will not move like that, right? Okay, fruiting bodies, again you will study hyphae, mycelium in fungi. That time you will understand fruiting bodies little more better. Drink water, all of you. Done? Done. Okay? Done. Chalo, next one. Last one, student. This fellow was put into animals because he can locomote. Okay? So look here. All protozoans are heterotrophs and live as predators or parasites. Okay? We are also heterotrophs, no? Now, they are believed to be primitive relatives. We are learning about one storytelling, students. Look here, relatives and all we have. They are primitive relatives of animals. Okay? Our Bandhu Mitra, they are protozoans. Have you ever respected? Have you ever found them? Have you ever gone and spoke to them? They are our relatives. Okay? So, there are 4 major groups of protozoan. First one is called as amoeboid protozoan. Okay? These organisms live in fresh water, seawater or moist oil, and they move and capture prey. That is your pseudopodia. They have pseudopodia, okay? Thank you, Aram. So students, they are prey by putting out pseudopodia. All of you know pseudopodia, no? Chick, 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 chick. This is your amoeba. Oh no, too much shape it came off, students. Whenever I try to draw without shape, no, it comes in proper shape. See, it looks like a bat. If I draw two eyes and like this, smiling bat. Okay? Then look here. Yes, exactly. Protozoans are your relatives. Don't tell anyone else, okay? Your parents will think you have cocoon in the head. They will not believe, no? First of all, they'll be like protozoan. Okay. Wow, 3 more. Crazy. So students, this is an amoeba, still in better shape than actual amoeba. This is pseudopodia. Okay? This is pseudopodia. That is false feet. No, false feet. So they'll move like this, they'll engulf the foot. They'll move like this, engulf the foot. That's what they're talking about. Okay? Pseudopodia, false feet in amoeba. Marine forms, very, very, very important. Look here. Marine forms, when I'm writing this one, GM Express, you have to remind me this. Marine form have a silica shell on their surface. Okay? Some of them such as Entamoeba histolytica. What does Entamoeba histolytica give? Tell me in the chats. Entamoeba histolytica, amoebiasis or typhoid, pneumonia, malaria, whatever you want you can tell. But I'll give you hittings if you tell wrong. Jaldi, jaldi, we have to complete the class. Fast and furious. Thank you, Nityashri. Are you new here? Yes, done, huh? Wow. Nice, nice, nice. We'll give next target then. Are we going to give next target? Okay? Are we going to give next target? I am chalak, no? Little chalak I am also. Okay? Yes. Yes, correct. Amoebiasis. No, that is because of infection. Contaminated food. Infection, Entamoeba histolytica. Now, next one. Flagellated protozoans. Okay? Flagellated protozoans. They are the members of this group are neither free living. Okay? They are neither free or they are sitting on someone's head. Okay? So, they are neither free or they are sitting on someone's head. Okay? Oh my God. Likita, it's a crime. Someone has done it purposefully. Okay? Chalo, no, never matter. Okay? Good things always fetch good. Okay? Now, they have flagella. The parasitic form causes diseases such as sleeping sickness. Okay? Trypanosoma. None of my students will have sleeping sickness. Anyone has sleeping sickness? Like we all have sleep more sickness. No? Sleeping more sickness. That's not even a sickness. But yeah. That means whenever we see bed, we feel like, okay, this is our goal. Okay? This is our goal. Protozoans are unicellular, dear. It is unicellular eukaryotes. Hurry, YouTube, class teacher. Next target is already up. Let's see. I doubt, students. This target is doubtful. Okay? Anyone has sleeping sickness? No one, no? Sleep more sickness? Trypanosoma is sleeping sickness. Okay? Such a sickness is not there. I am only inventing. When I used to study, I had a very like beautiful, you know, thing that, okay, whenever I see bed, it is meant for me to sleep, and leaving that bed alone makes the bed very lonely. Whenever I used to study, I had that bonding. Now when I have time to sleep, I don't actually sleep. So students, as you grow up, things will change. Okay? So yes, ciliated protozoans. These are aquatic, actively moving organisms because of the presence of thousands of cilia. Obviously, now cilia, I taught you in locomotion and movement. If you all remember, in your respiratory lining of the fallopian tube, lining of your respiratory tract, who is there? Your brush border epitheliums are there, no? Brush border, columnar is there, cuboidal is there. Those people have what? Cilia-like structure, no? Hair-like structure. This hair-like structure will do what? Help something to move up or down, whatever. It will help something to move. Got it? Got it, all of you? Yes. So look here, they have a cavity called the gullet, gullet, whatever you want to tell, that opens to the outside of the cell surface. Except bullet, you can tell anything else. Okay, this G-U-L-L-E-T. Okay, Gullet. So students, here like this. Okay, now imagine your protozoans. Let's say a structure like this. Okay, this portion, there will be one oral cavity that will be called as your gullet. Okay, it's a cavity. It's a cavity that opens to the outside of the cell surface. Okay, outside of the cell surface. Okay, Sony, let's live on that. Okay, let's live on that caption in life. Got it? Okay, that opens to the outside of the cell surface. The coordinated movement of rows and cilia causes the water. Rows and all that means pushing, pushing, pushing. Allows them to do the movement. That's all. Okay. Now, with the food to be stirred into the gullet, example, paramecium. So, students, paramecium, all of you just look at your NCERT diagram. All of you look at your NCERT diagram. You will see a diagram like this. No, it looks like a sole of a sandal. Okay, I cannot draw exactly. I have to see the diagram. Like this, something like this, no? It looks like a sole. Okay, if you look there properly into the diagram, all of you open your NCERT, you will see a small depression like this. Okay, a small depression like this, and it will be going up. Okay, that depression is called as your oral cavity or your gullet. Okay, right? Yes, it looks like a sole of a shoe. So, this small cavity, you know, here, that is your oral cavity, and that will help to take in the food. And then we have a, see, look here, a cavity called the gullet that opens to the outside of the cell surface. Something should be there, no, which is connected to the outside. The coordinated movement of rows of cilia allows the water laden with food to be stirred into the gullet. So, this is the cavity that will take in the food, and at the same time, if some excretion has to happen, that also will be happening through that. Okay. Cinderella's lost shoe is inside paramecium. Very good finding. Okay. We should all be in Guinness World Record. Good finding. Keep it up, students. Okay, got it? So, paramecium is the example. Next is sporozoan. Okay, sporozoan. This includes diverse organisms that have an infectious, okay, infectious spore-like stage. Spore-like stage. Sporozoans. What else will they have? Spore? No. Ciliated. Cilia. Flagellated. Flagella. Amoeboid. Amoeboid, that is pseudopodia. That's all. Okay. Sporozoans, this include diverse organisms that have an infectious spore-like stage in their life cycle. This is the most important. That means whatsoever happens, that one spore-like stage will be present. Okay. Now, the most notorious is Plasmodium, which causes malaria. All of you remember sporozoites, which is present in the salivary gland of the mosquito. The moment the mosquito bites you, that sporozoites will be transferred to you. A healthy person can have malaria. Correct? Can have malaria. Okay, which causes malaria, a disease that is that actually reduces. Now, dengue also is like that only. Very, very dangerous. Okay. So, all of you be careful. Okay. Yeah, Rani, as such, no locomotor organs are mentioned here, but they have the ability to multiply rapidly and get spread in the blood, okay, which is actually very, very dangerous. Students, ready? GM Express? You have to remember everything, okay? I'll not help this time, you should only do it. Chalo, ready? Full, build the energy, build the energy. Adam, I actually write notes, dear. I actually have my notes. You can join my Telegram, Vedantu NEET English Telegram. There, all the notes will be there. Okay, all the notes will be there. I'll try. There is a NEET treasure box. I think link is down. No? Link is not down, I guess. Wait, let me just check. If it is there, then you will get all access to all my notes. There is a link box. In that, all the chapter links are there. Let me just check if it is there. Tatva, 11, 12, no. I think NEET treasure box link is not there, but if you go to any of our previous video, no, you will get the NEET treasure box link. Got it? That way you will be able to access to all the notes. Ready? All of you? Yes. Okay, chalo, let's start. Students, we will not write about the habitat and all that. We will directly write about the most important topics. Okay, most important part. Ready? Okay, first Protista. Okay, first Protista, because till Monera we wrote. Those who haven't seen, we have already written. Right now, those who joined, we have already done a GM Express, that is Gopika Ma'am Express, where I will be doing the summary of the entire whatever I have taught into 2-3 pages. Okay, so same thing we did for your Monera and classifications. You can see here, usually in NCERT line by line we don't do it. You can see the notes are here, all the notes. Just download this notes immediately after the class. Within 5 minutes I'll share the notes on the channel. Okay, on the channel, and the link also will be posted later. Got it? Ready. Okay, so students, Protista mainly it has all the unicellular. This is the most important thing. Okay, many students get confused. Unicellular eukaryotes. Okay, unicellular eukaryotes. This is the most important thing. Unicellular eukaryotes. Then what do we know? They are the link between. Okay, that is also very, very important. They are a link between who and who? Link between animals, okay, plants and fungi, and they do not have proper boundaries. That means like proper categorization is not done. Okay, categorization is not done. They can be photosynthetic as well as your heterotrophic. Okay, both kind of categories they will show. Got it? Hello sir, whom are you people calling sir? Okay, but sir. Okay, got it? I thought you people suddenly started seeing me as sir. So yes, animals, students, animals is your protozoans. Okay, protozoans. This is the one who is going to act as your animals. Got it? Protozoans. Plants, we have multiple ones. Okay, 1, 2, 3 I'm writing. I think little more big maybe I have to write. 1 second. 1, 2 and 3. That starts with your cryophytes. Okay, cryophytes, dinoflagellates. I am writing dinoflagellates, and euglenoids. These people are considered as plants. Okay, because they can do autotrophism. Very basic classification. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Okay, very basic classification. Very basic classification. What is the basic classification? Okay, they all can do autotrophism. Since they are all able to do autotrophism, we will basically put them into plants because they are a link. Okay, then you have fungi. Fungi only 1% students because they are saprophytic and they form spores. They are slime mold. Got it? Slime mold. Done, done, done. Done, done, done. Very good, very good. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, yes, let's start with cryophytes. That's all right. Did we miss something else? Nothing, no? Cryophytes. Okay. Cryophytes. Chrysophytes actually. Chrysophytes. Students, first ever thing, who are coming under them? Desmids, that is your golden algae, and your diatoms. Okay, diatoms. The most important thing about these people is that they are floating. All that I am not going to write. Okay, freshwater, they are as well as present in marine. They are floating. They can be called as planktons. What is the most important thing? Most important thing is that these people who tell the diatoms have cell wall, okay, which is made up of silica. Okay, which is made up of silica, and this silica, okay, this silica cell wall is overlapping. Okay, overlapping to form a soap box like structure. Soap box like structure. Done, done, done. Yes, very good. Okay, and they are indestructible. That also I am not writing. Indestructible, and they get settled. Okay, they get settled to the bottom of sea or marine water and form diatomaceous earth. They form diatomaceous earth. That diatomaceous earth is used, I mean, that is because it is gritty, it is used for polishing and other things. Okay, it is used for polishing and other things. That's all. Okay, that also I'm not writing here. They are used for polishing and all that. This is the most important. Okay, this is the most important. Next, students, what else is there? They are used for polishing. You want me to write? I think it should be fine, because again, function and all, they're not going to ask. Okay, they're going to ask about this overlapping layer, soap box structure, diatomaceous earth. Okay, diatomaceous earth. Next, what? Photosynthetic. What is that? Photosynthetic? Nothing, no? They are photosynthetic. That's why we put them into plants. Okay, they put them into plants. Okay, the next one after cryophytes is your dinoflagellates. Okay, dinoflagellates. Students, from the word itself, you know, they have two flagellas, but before that I'm going to write, they are seen in yellow, YGBBR, no, green, brown, blue and red. Okay, they are seen in all these colors, yellow, green, brown. Okay. Oh yes, chief producers of ocean, I'll write. Okay, it's important. They are the chief producers. Okay, chief producers. I've written that. Okay, they are yellow, green, brown, blue, present in all these colors. And dinoflagellates, what do they have, students? They also have a cell wall which is made up of cellulosic, okay, stiff cellulosic plates. Yes or no? They have stiff cellulosic plate, correct? Okay, stiff cellulosic plates are present. And next thing that they have is, this is based on the pigments, okay, based on the main pigments that are present, the colors, okay, main pigments. I've written main, main pig I've written. Students will be like, what has this ma'am written? Okay, main pigments, okay, short form. Stiff cellulosic plate. Hi Krish, yes, I do remember you. If you have attended one of my class also, I'll never forget your names. That is how much I remember names, okay. Just that I read the names however I want, but I remember. Okay, yes, very important. They have two flagellas. This is, one is longitudinal, and one is transverse. Okay, one is longitudinal, one is transverse. Done? Chalo. And they are coming out of the furrows. All that you know, no? They are coming out of the furrows. Then what else? Yes, very good. They have, that is very few, red dinoflagellates are present. Red dinoflagellates are present, which is called as Goniolax. Okay, Goniolax. This red flagellates causes red tide. Okay, they cause red tide formation, and they also, one more thing very important, they release toxins. Okay, they release toxins. Done, all of you? Yes, why haven't the likes increased? Those who joined right now, smash that like button. Students, what are you waiting for? You're getting free education. All you have to do is click on that like button. Okay, that is the bare minimum you can do. Got it? So all of you, make it a habit. Okay, got it? Release toxins, done. Anything else? Anything else? Tell me quickly. Red tides, got it. Rapid multiplication, yes. Goniolax, done. All that done. NCERT lines, I want NCERT lines, okay? Next one. Next one is euglenoids, okay? The onion of the group, okay? Onion only, no students, this is the spelling, no? Onion, okay? The onion of the group who has dual personality. What does euglenoids have? Euglenoids also, they do not have a cell wall, very important. Do not have cell wall. What do they have instead? Instead, they have a protein rich, okay? Instead have protein rich pellicle. Protein rich pellicle. Got it? Yes or no? Protein rich pellicle. Yes. Yes, so what are they? They do not have cell wall, instead they have protein rich pellicle. Okay. The next most important thing is they also have two flagellas. That is, every tall friend need a short friend, that is one long and one short. Okay. Long and short. Long and short. Got it? Done. Long and short is done. Then students, in the presence of sunlight, very important, presence of sunlight, sun, they will be autotrophic. Okay, autotrophic. In absence of sunlight, they'll become heterotrophic. Done? Yes. Okay, long and short flagella. Done. Euglenoids done. Next one, what do we have? Students, under euglenoids, this is there. What is that? No. Where did I write it? No. Okay. Everything we wrote, no? Euglenoids. Example, euglena. They have chlorophyll A. That is important. Okay. Here only I'll write. They have chlorophyll A. Okay. Next one. Protozoans. No. Protozoans. No, not protozoans. Slime molds. After we'll go in order. Otherwise later you will get confused. Okay. Slime molds. These people act like fungi. Okay. Yes, slime molds. Okay. These people act like fungi. So what do they do, students? These people, cell wall, any cell wall conversation has come in slime molds, please tell me in the chats quickly. Okay. Yes, done. Yes, they are saprophytic. They are saprophytic. The most important thing is they form aggregations. Okay. They form aggregations. These aggregations are called as plasmodium. Okay, these aggregations are called as plasmodium this is during suitable condition. Okay, suitable condition. When the condition becomes unfavorable. Okay, when the condition becomes unfavorable. Okay, unfavorable. What do? They form fruiting bodies. They form fruiting bodies, and these fruiting bodies will bear spores. They will bear spores. Yes? Done? Yes, and that's all right. Anything else? Tell me in the chats. All of them ran to have dinner. These spores have true walls and they are resistant. That's all is there. Nothing much is there. Okay, they will have true walls. These spores will have true walls. True cell wall, and they will be resistant. They will be resistant. Done? I'm erasing the other slide, okay? One more slide is there, don't worry. Done. Last one is protozoans. First one is amoeboid. Done? Exactly, confused people went to eat. I think what Rudra is asking, ma'am, euglenoids don't have cell wall and they have animal-like character also. Are they mixed like? Euglenoids mainly because see they are autotrophic. That is the reason they have put into plants. I told you, Protista by itself does not have proper boundaries. They are links. Okay, students, amoeboid, they have pseudopodia. Okay, pseudopodia. I told you, you have to remind me one thing, that is marine. Okay, marine amoeboids have silica cell wall. Yes or no? Okay, they have silica cell wall and they also are indestructible. Okay, got it? They have pseudopodia. Example is amoeba. I'm only writing that because much other questions will not come from it. Okay, next is flagellated. Flagellated. Without commenting, I don't want any of you to leave. You have to comment and let me know which chapter you want next. Okay? Yes. Flagellated students, obviously they have flagella. Okay, they have flagella. And other than that, what is there? Flagellated. Quickly let me know. Ciliary is there. Tell me flagellated. Yeah, entamoeba histolytica. Let's write here. Okay. Okay, entamoeba histolytica is the example. Students, flagella. Anything else? Flagella. Yes, sleeping sickness. Very good. Okay, sleeping sickness. That is, they are also pathogenic. That is trypanosoma. Yes or no? I'm just checking. Okay, if we missed something. Flagellated is very small. Only this much is there, no? This group is free or parasitic, they have flagella. Okay, very good. Now, ciliary only you have to tell about the gullet. Okay, and cilia. That's it. Okay, chalo. Let's finish off that also. Ciliated. Ciliated, obviously, they have. Okay, they have, one second. They have cilia. Okay, all over they have cilia, and this paramecium structures have gullet. Okay, hi Angeline. They have gullet. Those are small cavities which are facing the outer surface. At the same time, they are the ones who are taking in food as well as giving out the excess, the excretory thing. So I'm drawing an arrow mark towards and an arrow mark outwards. So this way you will understand that the food is going in with the help of cilia, and at the same time they are the one who are exposed. Okay, so excretion also they will be able to do. Okay, example is paramecium. Paramecium. Okay, where Cinderella shoe is still here. Next one, last one, sporozoans. Sporozoans, these have one life cycle bearing spores. Okay, bearing spores. Example, Plasmodium vivax. The entire Plasmodium, ovale, Plasmodium falciparum, which causes malaria. Done? GM Express done? Rani, full additional information, my God. Okay, yes, sporozoans done? Yes or no? GM Express is over. Here we have 3 stops. Okay, 3 stations we have. Station number 1, station number 2, station number 3. There we have 4 stations. Total of 7 stations we have written, which is my actual notes. Okay, Plasmodium vivax, which causes malaria. Specifically Plasmodium vivax. Falciparum causes very dangerous malaria. Okay, done? Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Very nice. Yes. So students, we have come to an end of NCERT line by line. This contains not only NCERT line by line, this also has GM Express, that is Gopika Ma'am Express, where we do a rapid fire of whatever we did. The entire portions will be written in 3-4 stations, that is 3-4 stops, 3-4 sheets. So I hope the session was really helpful. If you're a student who's looking for a textbook that will help you make your preparation better, then I have a very good offer running for you, all of you. That is your NEET Tatva books are right now at this price, and I would request all of you, if you have not invested for a good batch or not invested for anything else, then please invest in a good book, because this is NEET preparation. It cannot happen at no cost, right? Many lakhs of students are going to write it. So here, look at this. I would request all the students who really wants to do question banks, go for NEET PCB Tatva practice books class 11, class 12 at 1,899, or better, otherwise go for the entire package of 25 books for 3,777. All the links are in the description box, and also you can get to buy the online test series as well. So make your decision wisely. If you're not joining the batch, definitely purchase a good book or go for an online test series, okay? Biotechnology, we will do it, okay? I hope all of you loved this session, and please let me know in the comments which chapter you want to know next. And also, if you're a new student who has joined this class, definitely without fail let me know how the class was, and also smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, because every like of yours matters a lot to us. Every comment of yours makes our day. So you are the deciding factor how you want to make the teacher feel. This is your Guru Dakshina for me, and I hope all of you would give me your Guru Dakshina in the comments, because that is what later people are going to see, right? Yes, okay, I will definitely do human health and diseases as well. Don't take tension. But let me know in the comments which chapter you want as NCERT line by line. Part 2 of this will happen next week, that is the coming week. After that, okay? Okay, so yes, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Love you all. Take care, hydrate yourself, keep yourself healthy, and continue your preparation. Don't stop. Okay, bye. हाँ मैडम की तेलुगु अच्छा, I do understand Telugu.